countries and politicians, including Secretary Clinton, Senator Sanders, then candidate Trump. Strzok denied the opinions affected his work. It is not who I am, and it is not something I would ever do. South Carolina's Trey County. He thinks promising to stop someone he is supposed to be fairly investigating from ever becoming president isn't biased. Republicans contend that Strzok's texts colored the outcome of the Hillary Clinton email investigation and undercut the ongoing investigation into Russian election interference.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines. NATO leaders pledging to stand united against foes like Russia in the aftermath of their tumultuous summit in Brussels. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures down about 5 points. NASDAQ futures 3 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
If you wear a denture, are you sure your breath is clean and fresh? Try Polident. It's specifically designed to clean a denture because it's tough on odor-causing bacteria, but gentle on the denture itself. Polident has a 4-in-1 cleaning system with 4 powerful ingredients that work together to deep clean your denture. It kills 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria in laboratory testing and helps to remove stains. Feel confident and clean every day with Polident. Available at Walmart for a low price every day.
Pat Boone again, and I've never before endorsed a pain relief product of any kind until now, until Relief Factor. My wife is thrilled because of her neck and shoulder pain, and let's face it, almost everybody over 50 has occasional aches and pains due to aging or exercise, and the 3-week quick start is now discounted to only $19.95. It's 100% drug-free, and the majority of people who order it go on to order more. Let's see if we can get you out of pain too. Go to ReliefFactor.com.
Investigators say an Air China co-pilot mistakenly caused his plane to go into an emergency dive while trying to hide his use of an e-cigarette while flying.
On a flight from Hong Kong to the northern Chinese city of Dalian, China state media said the co-pilot was smoking an e-cigarette in the cockpit. In an attempt to stop the cigarette smoke from reaching passengers' noses, he tried to turn off an internal air circulation system. However, he mistakenly switched off the plane's air conditioning, resulting in low oxygen levels on board. The plane then began a steep emergency descent, and passengers were forced to wear breathing masks. Air China has warned it will adopt a zero-tolerance attitude when deciding what to do with the pilot.
The BBC's Celia Hatton. Algeria's deadly expulsion of migrants into the Sahara Desert has pretty much stopped following widespread condemnation of that practice. News and analysis at townhall.com. An organizer of last summer's white nationalist rally in Virginia that turned violent has agreed to actively discourage armed paramilitary activity at any future gatherings in Charlottesville.
The consent decree signed by Jason Kessler on Thursday resolves a lawsuit brought on behalf of the city and others after a woman was killed and dozens were injured at the August 12th rally. Georgetown University's Institute for Constitutional Advocacy and Protection announced the agreement. The group said the decree prohibits anyone from participating in Charlottesville rallies as unauthorized, organized, armed groups using force or projecting the ability to do so. Keith Peters, Washington.
Skyrocketing fuel prices driving up the cost of flying. Delta Airline executives expressing confidence they can raise prices high enough to cover a fuel bill likely to be $2 billion more this year than last year. More on these stories at townhall.com.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with Major League Baseball Thursday in the National League. A 3-run inning, enough for the Dodgers to edge the Padres.
The Los Angeles Dodgers moved into sole possession of first place in the National League West with a 3-2 victory over the San Diego Padres. Dodgers starter Ross Stripling threw 6 shutout innings, allowing just 6 hits to improve to 8-2. Stripling says he is just happy to escape without his best stuff.
Be happy about an outing like that because you feel like maybe you didn't have your best stuff, got a lot of things go your way, and you escape with 6 zeros. Like, that's pretty cool. It doesn't happen every day, especially in the big leagues. So, wanted to just kind of put behind me and then chalk up as a mixture of good luck.
LA broke a scoreless tie off Padres starter Tyson Ross with a 3-run 7th inning and held off the Padres as Kenley Jensen would pitch a scoreless 9th inning to record his National League leading 26th save. The Dodgers have won 8 of their last 11 games in the month of July. Philip Gahn, San Diego.
Elsewhere, the Nats beat the Mets by 5-4 score. This is SRN Sports. More baseball tallies for you here. Pittsburgh 6, Brewers 3. It was Colorado over Arizona 5-1. In the American League yesterday, the A's beat Houston 6-4. Same score, Boston over Toronto. The Yankees keep pace with a 7-4 win over the Indians. Minnesota 5, Tampa Bay 1. Angels down the Mariners 11-2. Interleague play, Philadelphia 5, and the Orioles 4. Tennis, Serena Williams has reached her 10th final at Wimbledon, 30th in all Grand Slam tournaments. Williams dominated much of her semifinal Thursday, beating 13th-seeded Julia Gerges of Germany 6-2, 6-4. At center court, she'll face another German 11th-seeded Angelique Kerber on Saturday, a rematch of the 2016 final at Wimbledon. NBA news, the Chicago Bulls of waveguard Sean Kilpatrick signed in late March. He averaged about 15 points in 9 games for Chicago after spending time with the Nets, Bucks, and Clippers last year. This is SRN Sports.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Dennis Meeks. As your sheriff, I have not and will not make empty and or unrealistic promises just to try to win an election. The one promise I can keep is that I will continue to be who I have always been. A sheriff you can count on to continue to strive for a better, safer Covington County while still being realistic and honest about issues. I have made my career at the Covington County Sheriff's Office. That's how I know the office of sheriff is a large responsibility. It deserves someone with the ability and experience of the sheriff's office and jail to fulfill that responsibility. I have the qualifications and experience because I am the only candidate who has worked in every division within the sheriff's office. Ladies and gentlemen, now is not the time to let your sheriff's office go backwards to where it was 12 years ago. Let me continue to move it forward. I humbly ask that on Tuesday, July the 17th, you return to the polls and vote Dennis Meeks as your sheriff.
Paid for by friends to re-elect Dennis Meeks, Sheriff of Covington County and the Lynch
The SRN News Business Brief. I'm Dennis Crowley. The Department of Justice says it is appealing the court ruling that paved the way for AT&T's merger with Time Warner. Last month,
Good morning, Marvin. Good morning, Sandra.
Rejected the government's argument that the phone and pay TV.
Let's see, I hadn't said this bull. WOPP's licensed by ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, all music license, youth stream, copyright authority. If you need a copy of our license, email us WOPP@WOPP.com.
Optimistic they can raise prices high enough to cover a fuel bill that could be $2 billion more this year than last year. Airline officials are saying that strong travel demand and higher average fares fully covered a run-up in fuel prices late last year. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 224 points with business. I'm Dennis Crowley.
Remember that team that stormed into Death Valley to take down LSU? Well, we're back, and we're ready for more in 2018. Troy football season tickets are on sale now for as low as $60 for all 6 home games. Defending Sun Belt champs take on an exciting schedule that includes Boise State, FAMU, and Louisiana. Get your tickets now at 877-878-WINS. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Be part of the action on September 1st versus Boise State in the newly renovated Veterans Memorial Stadium. Purchase your Troy football season tickets now.
A man is charged in the shooting death of a 16-year-old boy. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. Tarrant police say Nathaniel Holder was shot in a vehicle Sunday after what police believe was an argument. 25-year-old Hakeem Gamble was arrested around 4 hours later. Holder was removed from life support Monday afternoon. Authorities say preliminary autopsy results show that a burglary suspect died from a ruptured femoral artery after being apprehended by a dog in Montgomery. The State Bureau of Investigation announced the preliminary finding Wednesday. The incident remains under review. Auburn and North Carolina will meet on the football field to start the 2020 season. The teams will play on September 12th, 2020 in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game in Atlanta. It's one of several early games in Atlanta, including West Virginia, Florida State, and Georgia, Virginia. Auburn and UNC last played in the 2001 Peach Bowl. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
Specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.18 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks, $6.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.88 a pound. Essential everyday milk, 1 gallon, 2 for $5. Hellman's mayo, 30 ounces, $2.88. Heinz ketchup, 38 ounces, $1.99. Casey Masterpiece barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 88 cents. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, $1.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IG.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. The Atlanta Braves are home tonight to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks, starting a three-game weekend series before the All-Star break. Atlanta's dropped 6 of their last 8. Annabelle Sanchez will get the start going up against Zach Godley, who has won 5 of his last 6 decisions. The NASCAR Monster Energy Series will be racing at Kentucky Speedway on Saturday night with 8 races left before the playoffs. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch each have 5 victories on the season. Brad Keselowski leads all drivers with 3 wins at the track. Auburn has announced that they will be playing North Carolina to kick off the 2020 season. The game will be played on September 12th of that year at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, part of the Kickoff Classic. The last meeting with the Tar Heels was the 2001 Peach Bowl. It'll be the Tigers' 4th appearance in the Kickoff Classic. 6 months of Apple Music free with the official vehicles of summer from Jeep. I'm Tony Bazzirio on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP.
Troy's Military and Family Scholarship caps the cost of tuition at $250 per credit hour for active duty military, reservists, and National Guard. Also, your spouse and dependents receive up to 50% in tuition savings. Troy is committed to keeping higher education affordable for graduate and undergraduate students. That's the Trojan Warrior Spirit. For details, visit troy.edu/military spirit. Apply by August 3rd to begin classes this term.
Mahindra presents the Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced at Kentucky Thursday night. The Buckle Your Truck 225. Ben Rhodes taking the checkered flag. He led 38 of the 150 laps. The NASCAR Monster Energy Series racing at Kentucky Saturday night. Quaker State 400. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch both with 5 victories on the season. Brad Keselowski with 3 career victories at Kentucky Speedway. The Xfinity Series will be racing at that track tonight, running the Alsco 300. Clint Boyer will honor Ned Jarrett with a paint scheme at Darlington in September. It'll commemorate Jarrett's Southern 500 victory in 1965, where he won by 14 laps. It'll be one of many paint schemes for NASCAR's throwback weekend. The IndyCar Series racing in Toronto on Sunday. Joseph Newgarden, the defending champion. He currently leads the series with 3 victories. Scott Dixon, however, is the points leader.
That's your Mahindra Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
Come celebrate Piggly Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location. Whole Port loins, $1.29 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks, $5.99 a pound. Strawberries, $1.49 a pound. Fresh bananas, 42 cents a pound. From our deli bakery, 8-piece fried chicken, $5.99. And for your pets, we're your Neutrino feed store. At the Piggly Wiggly in Andalusia, next door to the Dollar Tree.
Well, Rich is having a little problem loading up this morning. I don't know if it's Rich or what's going on here. Let's try it again. There. Looks better.
Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody, on this Friday the 13th. Here we go, 10 minutes till 4 in the morning. My name is Rich. Not a cloud in the sky. As I make it this morning, there are a lot of things I love about summer, but this year, it seems relentless. It's a little crazy about it. We're back in the We're moving some cool storms around. They keep producing big storms, and some of you were involved with
once again this morning, you see that upper level heat dome hot right over us? That's why we're so hot. The relentless heat continues today. More middle 90s, more ridiculous heat in the east. I think we have 103 yesterday. I have 115 in my house. I see some 107, 108, consistently really crazy 65. Radar will be active again today. Yesterday there were a handful of big ones. I think that's going to be the case today, and especially over the weekend with scattered storms around. Not every county gets one. High in the mid-90s, medium next triple digit regions. Low tonight in the mid-70s. So even at night it doesn't cool down. But over the weekend, that ridge kind of flattens out. In fact, a little trough develops, and that's going to be conducive for better rain
WOPP.
Good morning. Did you get the emails today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Tuesday, the rain chances are better than normal. Temperatures generally in the low 90s over the weekend. With clouds and showers and maybe a 40% chance Wednesday as that front enters the day. So we've got mid-90s today, then we're back to the summertime normal, lower 90s for the next few days, right up into the early part of next week. What about the beaches? Well, the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City, the rain chances are estimated as well. Only about a 30% chance today, but as high as 50% by the time we get to Sunday. So just be flexible. Temperatures in the upper 80s, water temperature now at 65. Speaking of the water, let's go to the tropics, and there's now the National Hurricane Center says a 30% chance of Pearl redeveloping out there in the tropical Atlantic behind the heels of Christmas down on the board. Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico. Relatively quiet, but we do see a bunch of flare-ups from the African coast all the way to the islands in the tropical Atlantic. Keep an eye on those and you can stay on top of the tropics.
Yo.
Howdy, sir.
Stay on top of where the storms are on our events. So that's on our weather app. Push notifications from Severe Weather Alerts, even when you're out of town. Go to the app store to search for this as well. You repeat something that I said yesterday. We have terrible lightning that here in the United States this year. There's been deaths so far. All the nations south of the U.S. About people who are out on the lake this weekend. On a golf course, around the pool. Be very aware that if you get under close enough to be struck by lightning, so please do that. Live on radio 20, keep it on 92.9 also live on CBS 8 I do a weather check. Brian is sitting at 5:50 a.m. Then at 6:40 a.m. we are live. The fair morning crew interacting with our morning crew. Sometimes that's a lot of interaction. Then we here tomorrow morning because it's Saturday. There'll be a weather blog for you early in the morning. Usually right around dawn on Saturday and Sunday morning. And then another video on Monday. It's already warm out here this morning. Have a great day, but stay cool. I'll see you later.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is open. Tuesday through Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's the headline last night for
1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free pool Tuesday and Thursday. And we have bar snacks. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
And this was one of those days where I thought, I have no idea what to do with these children.
As a mom, you might have had one of those days. Jean Thomason remembers how she handled that on Focus on the Family Minute.
And my son, I remember him crying, and I remember my daughter sitting on the floor, and that was the day I have this great memory of me leaning back and loudly yelling in the room, Lord Jesus! And I'm crying. How better not know what I
Need
did?
some anger management, honey.
Both the children shut up. I have this memory. Both of them stopped, looked at me.
All right. Good morning, Howard and Lisa Hall, Cuz,
Took my son out of the
Linda
I remember now.
Meadows Rayfield, Morning Jay and Robert.
Ain't Linda.
Ah,
That's up in Childersburg, Alabama.
Steve Sendel, Amara Jones Evans, Sandra Calhoun, Marvin McLean. I can read this a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger screen.
Home-owned and operated, proud to be located in Hall, proud to employ hometown folks, proud to support our schools, proud to support our industries, and proud to support Focus on the Family at 6 a.m.
Still want to eat my bigger one.
WOPP. Durwood, Martha Edgar, and staff at HD Edgar Trucking ask that you consider attending a church of your choice this Sunday.
8 baby steps.
Join Focus on the Family, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 12 noon. Brought to you by
Farmers IGA, HD Edgar Trucking.
I think before I leave every night I need to do a plug about tomorrow morning. that playing with it last night, just a moment of, 2 minutes, something like that. Had 20-something people. Of course, 8 o'clock at night, they're sitting there on their ass watching TV.
Right.
And then it goes off.
Here's your Wopp-Live LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 83.
But still, it's not as bad out here to plug some. Well, we got something big coming up. Thinking about it, though.
There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. Have a mostly cloudy day with a 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, the morning low is going to be 75. The winds are from the southwest, maybe a mile. The official sunrise this morning at 5:51. The official sunset at 7:52. It's going to be a hot one today. Heat index could reach over 100, so get ready. 20/20 chance of rain. That's 20 today and 20 tonight. So what little bit we do get is going to have them thunderbursts because it's so hot. Stay aware for that. 76 degrees here at the studios of WOPP.
MediaCom's Super Savings event is here. And that means if you're not a MediaCom customer, switch now. Bundle super fast internet, action-packed TV, and home phone for as low as $24.99 a month each for 1 year. No contract required. Ditch your current provider and call 1-800-SIMPLIFY to make the switch to MediaCom. Enjoy TV with local, sports, and cable channels on now and free on demand. Plus, everyone can be online at the same time with insanely fast internet speeds from 60 minutes to 1 gig within home Wi-Fi. Plus, for a limited time, get Showtime for 6 months and free TiVo DVR service for 3 months. MediaCom's Super Savings event ends soon. Call 1-800-SIMPLIFY today. Available to qualified new MediaCom customers only. Price does not include activation, installation, modem rental, local broadcast station surcharge, regional support surcharge, taxes, and fees. Internet speeds may vary and monthly usage allowance applies. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call MediaCom for more details.
When it comes to making choices for your future, there's no better decision than earning a college credential. LBW Community College can prepare you for a high-demand, high-wage career through several career technical training programs. Or complete your first 2 years of an academic transfer program at half the cost of attending a university. The journey to achieving your dream career depends on taking that first step. Register now. Fall classes begin August 20th. Get more information at lbwcc.edu. LBW Community College. Your future, your choice, your college.
Experience matters. I'm Blake Turman, your candidate for Sheriff of Covington County. I have leadership experience spanning 25 years. Experience leading people and infecting them with a can-do attitude to get the job done. I've done more with less. I've made funding go further through careful scheduling, monitoring results, and adjusting needs. I will hold personnel accountable for their actions, both good and bad. I will encourage my subordinates to succeed and take ownership of the mission. Vote Blake Turman, your next sheriff, on July 17th.
Political ad by Blake Turman in Delusion, Alabama.
I'm Steve Flowers, and welcome to This Week in Alabama Politics. Well, folks, if you vote in the Republican primary, you may want to go back to the polls next week and finish selecting the GOP nominee for several important state offices. Or if you're a Democrat, the only reason you need to vote on Tuesday, if you have a runoff in a local race. We're still a very red Republican state. We have 29 elected statewide officials in Alabama, and all 29 are held by Republicans. When all the votes are counted in November, that 29 out of 29 figure will more than likely be the same in the heart of Dixie. The blue wave has not yet reached here. The only contested congressional race is for the 2nd district, which encompasses most of Montgomery.
Well, we get the taste and some a lot.
Including Elmore and Talbot counties, coupled with
What
the
is
White
that?
House.
Tea cakes.
It's a very conservative district. Therefore, it is a Republican seat. The winner of the GOP runoff between Martha Roby and Bobby
I cheated. I
Ball
had one
will be the
yesterday.
Congress.
They're good.
Whichever one is elected will vote consistently conservative for the GOP leadership in Congress. Roby is on the ropes because she vowed openly 2 years ago that she would not vote for Donald Trump for president. That unnecessary display of disloyalty has made her very unpopular in her district. Trump has a 90% approval rating among Republican primary voters in southeast Alabama. She would have lost 2 years ago if the primary had been held after her statement. There was an unprecedented number of write-in votes against her. She has been considered very vulnerable since that time. However, national special interests stuck to their script and stayed loyal to the incumbent and loaded her up with Washington money. She has been able to outspin her full male opponents by over a 2-to-1 margin. However, she still fell short in the primary, garnering about 38%. Live Bright received 27% in a well-known and liked district. However, President Trump's endorsement of Roby 3 weeks ago may have wiped the slate clean for Roby and given her a clear path to re-election. Winning the Republican nomination for Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor in Alabama is still pretty much tantamount to election in Alabama, although the Democrats have a viable candidate for Attorney General in young Joseph Sigmund. The GOP race for Attorney General has been the best contest in the primary season. Troy King began the race as the favorite and will probably prevail next Tuesday. There were 4 formidable horses in this race. King has previously served as Attorney General and therefore was perceived as an incumbent. Robert Bentley appointee Steve Marshall, who's been a Democratic DA for a while, is in the runoff with King. In the GOP runoff, only the hardcore Republican base will vote. Those voters will not be excited about Steve Marshall, who was appointed by Robert Bentley, and as late as a few years ago was expediently a Democrat who was appointed by Donald Sigmund. In fact, he voted for and contributed to Barack Obama. My guess is that folks will vote for Troy King, a lifelong Republican. The race for Lieutenant Governor will be close between Twinkle Kavanaugh and Will Ainsworth. This contest has attracted more attention.
Ainsworth come up with some super ads.
A 50-50 chance. But whoever wins this contest next Tuesday will ascend the governor over the next few years. Our current governor moved up from Lieutenant Governor to governor without being elected. This happened more than once over the past few decades. So if you vote on Tuesday, you'll be in a pool of about 12% of voters. Therefore, if you show up, your vote will be enhanced exponentially. Thank y'all for listening. Hope you tune in next week for This Week in Alabama Politics.
You've been listening to This Week in Alabama Politics with Alabama's premier political columnist, commentator, and historian, Steve Flowers. Brought to you by your local radio station.
Come celebrate Piggly Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location. Simple, fair, and honest way to save. 3-pound individually quick frozen Purdue party wings, $4.99. 12-ounce select varieties, Bar S meat franks, 59 cents. While supplies last. Half-gallon selected varieties, Bluebell ice cream, $4.35. 8-ounce select varieties, Piggly Wiggly shredded cheese, $1.49. And for your pets, we're your Neutrino feed store at the Piggly Wiggly in Andalusia next door to the Dollar Tree.
This is Ward's Daily Almanac. I'm W.B. Ward. Today is Friday, July 13th, and this day claimed new heights for a James Bond theme. That and more on Ward's Daily Almanac.
Oh, fun.
You can receive Ward's Daily Almanac every day, delivered directly to your email. Monday through Friday, you will begin receiving hundreds of interesting bits of information on events that happened on this day in history, absolutely free. Just visit WBWard.com, click on the Contact Us page, and send us an email. Be sure to type the word subscribe in the subject line. It's free and safe, as we don't sell your email address to anyone. Subscribe today by visiting WBWard.com. That's WBWard.com.
Among those born today, the final captain of the Starship Enterprise, Patrick Stewart. Other birthdays today include Julius Caesar, Bob Crane, Harrison Ford, and Cheech Marin.
Bob Crane, that's Hogan's hero.
On this date in 1835, John Ruggles received a patent for a new
We
type
dead.
of trade wheel. But what made
We
this
don't say
patent
they're dead or
impressive was
not.
the fact that it was the first invention to be patented under our current system that bears patent number 1. In 1875, David Brown devised a basket which could be moved by a system of wires and pulleys that would transfer money between tellers at a bank. It was the same idea which eventually led to the pneumatic tube, which is used by bank tellers today. This was the day when heavy metal music was born. It was today in 1968 when Steppenwolf released Born to Be Wild. It is within the lyrics of this song where the phrase heavy metal thunder is found, marking the first known use of the term when speaking in regards to music. A View to a Kill from the James Bond movie of the same name and performed by Duran Duran went to the top of Billboard's chart on this date in 1985. That's a look at Friday, July 13th. To find out what happened on this or any other day of the year, just visit my website at WBWard.com. That address again is WBWard.com.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump unloaded on British Prime Minister Theresa May
Not long after he arrived in
If you don't
England,
care, it doesn't.
and May's handling of Brexit, not the only target of the president scorned. He also has had plenty to say about London Mayor Sadiq Khan.
I wonder how
Minister
much
Trump
it
is
costs
meeting
them
with
Democrats
May,
to fly them
and
people
it's
over
on
to
Windsor
March.
Castle for tea with the Queen. In a marathon congressional hearing, a former FBI counterintelligence agent has insisted that the anti-Trump text messages he sent
It'd be
to
amazing
FBI
to
colleagues
know what the Democrat Party
had any
spend
influence
against
on
him.
his work. That hearing
They
on
could be
Capitol
giving it
Hill
to people
yesterday
hungry.
went on for 10 hours. NATO leaders
They say
pledging
they
to
poor
stand
people,
united
poor
against
people.
foes like Russia.
They're not.
The aftermath of their tumultuous
For their own
summit
agenda,
in Brussels.
just like the Republicans
Wall
are,
Street Dow futures down 5
to a
points.
certain degree.
NASDAQ futures up 5. More details at srnnews.com.
CCB time is 6:31. Time for you to drop by CCB here and meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by Harper Appliances, TNC Pharmacy, Southern Independent Bank, the Farmers IGA, Power South, JR's Lawnmower Shop, the Woodmore and Mizell Memorial Hospital.
Well, Robert, millions of drivers hit the road every day, and many bring along passengers. Some like to ride shotgun, others take the back seat. But there's one spot in a vehicle that could lead to a dangerous ending. Eye-opening video from the North Carolina Governor Highway Safety Program shows what authorities say speaks for itself. And it's Sheriff Jay Jones says that he's not surprised from the results of the video. The video shows a simulation performed with dummies sitting in the bed of a pickup truck when a car driving about 56 miles per hour slams into the rear. The dummies fly out of the truck bed. One was thrown so high that it went out of the video's sight. There's very little, if any, chance at all that survival for individuals in that situation, Jones said. Alabama law says anyone under the age of 15 is required to be restrained while traveling in a vehicle. However, for those over the age of 15, it is not illegal to ride in the back of a truck.
Oh, okay. You and I were raised in the back of a truck.
We grew up in the back of a truck. Of course, there were different times, not as many vehicles.
And 75% of it was on dirt roads, too. So you wasn't driving as fast.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
According to driving, huh? Nearly 24 weapons and illegal drugs are now off the streets in Houston County Thursday. The sheriff's office announced the recovery following a search conducted on a house in Calvert's on July the 11th. Sheriff Doug Valesa says investigators got the information and prompted a search warrant at a home on Jordan Avenue. In all, 21 guns were taken from the home, along with drugs like MDMA, Xanax, Hyperdon, marijuana, and meth. Ethan Wade Roper, age 18, Jacob Samuel Grimes, age 19, and Ethan Thomas Gooseby, age 18, were arrested following the search. Sheriff Valeska said the residence is the home of one of the men, but would not confirm which one. The men are charged with 5 counts of possession of controlled substance, 1 count of possession of marijuana, first degree.
The Republican runoff for Congress in Alabama's 2nd District is like other races, ugly. Incumbent Martha Roby and Bobby Bright are trading barbs in their efforts to attract voters. Roby accuses Bright of being a Democrat, and he was. Bright accuses Roby of turning her back on Donald Trump. She did. Opponents in the 2010 congressional race, Roby and Bright know each other very well. Their history, though, goes back even further to when Bright was Montgomery mayor and Roby a member of the city council. Bright wanted to move on, and by his account, went to state Republican leaders in late 2007, expressing interest in running for Congress, but they told him they had already chosen their candidate, and that was Jay Love. Democrats saw a chance with Bright, and he joined the party's ticket, defeating Love in a hard-fought general election. Bright had a rocky road ahead. After taking office in 2009, he voted for Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House. He said he had very little choice since she was the party's preferred candidate, and if Bright didn't support her, his district might have suffered political repercussions.
Montgomery Circuit Judge James Anderson on Thursday dismissed the lawsuit filed by Troy King against Attorney General Steve Marshall over contributions from the Republican Attorney General's Association. Anderson also denied King's motion for a temporary restraining order to stop the Marshall campaign from spending funds from the RAGA. Anderson heard from both Marshall and King's counsels. King alleged Marshall campaign had been using funds obtained illegally from RAGA, a federal political action committee or PAC. King's lawyer Al Aracola made the argument that Regal, I'll get it right in a minute, falls under the state's PAC-to-PAC transfer ban, which prohibits the Alabama candidates from accepting funds from PACs that also receive money from other PACs, and Ray does. He said this falls under the Fair Campaign Practice Act.
A North Carolina author who wrote about the brutal slaying of Emmett Till says FBI agents called him not long after his 2017 publication to ask about his interview with a key witness who acknowledged lying. Timothy Tyson told reporters Thursday that he turned over interview recordings and other research materials. Tyson's 2017 book, The Blood of Emmett Till, quotes a white woman, Carolyn Donham, as saying during a 2008 interview that she wasn't truthful when she testified that the black teen made sexual advances at the Mississippi store 6 decades ago. A federal official familiar with the matter told the Associated Press on Thursday that information in the 2017 book was what led federal investigators to re-examine the case. The official wasn't authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke to AP on a condition of anonymity.
Coffee County Sheriff deputies have made an arrest in connection with the 5 local church burglaries. Investigators say they recognized John Coleman Davis III when reviewing security camera video at one of the churches. Davis reportedly admitted to the crimes when they confronted him at his home. Davis was arrested and taken to the Coffee County Jail. Dale County Sheriff Chief Deputy Mason Bryan said Davis is also expected to face charges in Dale County as well. Investigators say most of the stolen items have been recovered and are waiting to be claimed. Coffee County investigators say 4 arrests are pending. Somebody steals from a church at Low-Life.
They sure are.
Check your time at 6:38.
Usually the drugs have got them.
You see the picture of him?
And that means the devil's got him.
He's a nice looking white guy.
Yeah.
Of course, that might not, well, it probably is a current picture. I was going to say it might not be a current picture, but probably was.
Air conditioning and heat pump repair. At Parker Appliances, we don't just repair, we fix it the right way. Parker Appliances, phone 504-1106.
Do you hate going to the pharmacy? Does your pharmacy have you at the corner of frustrated and fed up? Then get out of line and come on over to TNC.
Enjoy the news.
Prescriptions will be filled in minutes, not hours. We have a convenient drive-through. We offer competitive prices on cash prescriptions, accept most insurance plans. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you won't be at the corner of headaches. And how long is this going to take? TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue. Call us at 493-4517.
Over the past several years, interest rates have hovered near historic lows, to the point that would-be borrowers have become accustomed to low rates. In mid-June, the Federal Reserve not only raised interest rates, but announced their intentions to raise rates again at least once in 2018. If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today to take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional loan service. Southern Independent Bank, in Op and Andalusia, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. NMLS number 472429.
Danny Troy Schofield, age 61, passed away Tuesday in Mobile. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at the Carolina Cemetery. Danny Troy Schofield, survived by wife Deb Schofield, daughters and son-in-law Melanie Cherie and Alan Smith, Jessica and Travis Golan, Niccolo and Josh Hoffman, sons and daughter-in-law Jonathan and Rachel Williams, Nicholas and Shelby Williams, 12 grandchildren and a great-grandchild, sister and brother-in-law Lisa and Mike Wombles. Andrew Drew Paul Papa, age 26, of Louisville, passed away Monday. Survived by son John Forrest Papa, his parents Patty and Rick Thomason, grandparents Debbie Noweski, Jose Poppy, Artie and Jackie Thompson, and Judy Thompson. Great-grandmothers Joan Sriveri, Alice Weatherspoon, his sister Chesta Franner, Rachel Thomason, Shelby Poppy. Services for Andrew Drew Paul Poppy will be held Saturday at 2 at the K Funeral Home Chapel, Clio. The family will receive friends 30 minutes prior to services at the funeral home. Stephen Pickard, age 61 of Andalusia, passed away Tuesday at Troy Medical Center. Funeral services will be held at 2:30 Saturday at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Brantley. Burial will be at the Mount Zion Cemetery. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at the church. Stephen Pickard is survived by sisters and brother-in-law, Faye and Byron Harton, Judy Pickard, Donna and P.J. McCoing, Sherry and Bill Armour, Kathy Pickard, brother and sister-in-law, Snow and Julie Pickard.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.18 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks, $6.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.88 a pound. Totino's pizzas, 10 ounces, 99 cents. Purex laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Charmin bathroom tissue, 6 mega rolls, $5.99. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, $1.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Over the years, technology has changed the way we do things. It's made your local electric system more efficient. It's improved power reliability. But one thing we haven't changed is our commitment to service. Our promise of reliable electric service remains strong because we believe in commitment to our customers. Even if the microchip gives way to laser technology, our commitment to service is etched in stone.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Up Police Department reports Wednesday night at 7:31 p.m. Officers arrested a 27-year-old male resident of Sampson in Kinston on a failure to appear warrant. The Up Police Department reporting 4 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 8, 2 for violation of probation, 1 fugitive from justice, 1 giving false information to an officer, 1 unauthorized use of a vehicle, 1 holding for another agency, 1 failure to appear, 1 filing false information report to a law officer, 9 released, 203 in the Covington County Jail. The World Championship Domino Tournament, July the 13th and 14th at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com.
Qualifying has begun for this summer's municipal elections in Andalusia and Opp, when voters will decide 3 seats on the Andalusia Board of Education and 3 seats on the Opp Board of Education. In Andalusia, Dr. David McAlman, David Bryant, and Walter Winch currently hold those seats. Winch has said he will not seek re-election, and former board member Sammy Glover has qualified to run for the position. In Opp, Scotty Short, Walter Burgess, and William Hines are the incumbents. Qualifying ends on July the 17th, and the election will be August the 28th. The World Championship Domino Tournament at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia, today and Saturday. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com. The regular scheduled Andalusia City Council meeting for Tuesday, July the 17th will be moved to Thursday, July the 19th at City Hall. It'll be held at the usual time of 6 p.m. The Opp City Schools announced the Opp Middle School schedules of lockers will be distributed at the following dates. On Wednesday, July the 25th, 6th grade, 9 o'clock until 11. 8th grade and football players, 11 o'clock until 1. 7th grade, 1 o'clock until 3. Thursday, July the 26th, 5th grade orientation will be held at the multi-purpose room from 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. Schedules and lockers will be given out during the orientation. The Opp City Board of Education is scheduled to destroy special education records on July the 26th. Records set to be destroyed are those for students born prior to 1991. If you are the parent or former student that receives special education services in the Opp City School District, you may request that your child's records
be held for pickup at the Opp City Board of Education. For more information, you may call the Opp Board of Education office, 493-3173. Ribbon cutting for the Country Venue, a bakery and events venue, located at Pop's Place, Highway 84 on Friday, July the 20th at 11 a.m. The general public's invited by Tammy Atkins. Her number is 282-9526. To order your special cupcakes and tea cakes or rent for a venue.
There's a desperate need for volunteers as the Faith Summer Program in Opp. They need anyone who's willing to spend time with kids. We need any volunteers who are willing to talk to the children. Volunteers could be people who are successful or people who have had many difficulties. The program currently has 16 volunteers and 63 students, kindergarten age to high school. The Faith program is held Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Hardin Street Community Center.
The Downtown Redevelopment Authority presents the 4th annual Miss Opp Beauty Pageant.
Due to few entries in the Miss Opp pageant, we have postponed until July the 28th. We are sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused anyone. Please let your friends know about the Miss Opp pageant, July the 28th.
This is open to any woman who is single and never married. Groups range from baby Miss 0 to 24 months to Miss 17 to 21 years. For more information, call Pam Potter at 493-2122.
The Opp Housing Authority and Spectro Care Health Systems presents a back-to-school bash Saturday, August the 4th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., 800 Barnes Street. Fun activities, free school supplies, free haircuts, and more. For more information, phone 1-800-951-4357. To the people who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery on Highway 84 West, a group of concerned citizens who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery have been working for over a year for the maintenance of the cemetery to be taken care of, and working with the city for a legal issue for it to be taken care of. However, an account has been opened at the Southern Independent Bank in the name of Hickory Grove Cemetery Fund for people to help make donations that will help keep the cemetery clean at this time.
So yesterday I was in Walmart and you won't believe what I saw.
Don't tell me it was Kate again.
Yeah, and now I've confirmed that something is going on with her and Brian. They were behind me in the checkout line when I noticed Kate's bruised arm. When I asked her about it, Brian walked up, cut her off, and claimed that they were just playing.
Look, there's Kate now.
You don't have to hide anymore, Kate. I saw Brian hurt you in the store for knocking something off the shelf.
We can get you out of that relationship. Love doesn't have to hurt.
Brought to you by the South Alabama Victim Services Collaborative. Contact your local law enforcement agency for assistance.
Mizell Memorial Hospital Auxiliary is seeking new volunteers. There are many ways you can volunteer at the hospital, from greeting patients and visitors to helping file and answer phones. There's something out there for everyone. For more information regarding the auxiliary, contact the marketing department at Mizell Memorial Hospital at 334-493-5511.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, Alabama. Hey folks, we are a total source Husqvarna dealer. We also carry Grasshopper, and we're a Steel Power Equipment dealer, #1 in the world in handheld equipment. And yes, we carry Honda and DR Power now. So folks, if you need outdoor power equipment, JR's Lawnmower Shop is the place. Have I said we will not be undersold? That's all you need for a ticket to come in and buy an item from JR. We will not be undersold, item for item. Hey, and we all about play too. We got them good-looking Yamaha golf carts, Easy-Go golf carts, new and used. We are your place when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Come see us, folks, and don't forget we carry the Yeti and the Big Green Egg. JR's Lawnmower Shop, located right down here in what used to be called the Cotton Mill Village, Cummins Avenue. Come see us, JR's Lawnmower Shop.
The owners and staff of the Woodmore want to invite everyone in the Opp and surrounding area to come by and see what assisted living is all about. With extra clean facilities, wonderful home cooking, and around-the-clock staffing, the Woodmore is a place that anyone would love to call home. It's also a place that family members and friends will enjoy coming by to visit, talk, and spend time. Whether it's in the back sunroom, the den, or dining area, or strolling around the walking trail or pond, you and your family will always feel comfortable and welcome. That's what taking care of our seniors is all about. So give Donna a call at the Woodmore, 493-2721.
Adults, get ready to play some football because the City of Andalusia is starting an Adult Flag Football League. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Games will be played on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beginning Tuesday, August the 7th. Makeup games will be played on weekends, and packages
can be picked up at Johnson Park. Registration begins Monday and will continue through July the 25th at Johnson Park Gym. The team entry fee is $250. Games will be 7-on-7 with 14-man roster on an 80 by 40 yard field with 20 minutes halves and 25-second play clock. Metal cleats are not allowed. For more information, call Michael Horrell at 222-3714.
Op Coupland Society's 2018 Color Trail Run will be Saturday, August 18th at Frank Jackson State Park. Registration will be at 8 a.m. and the race begins at 9. The event will not be timed and there is no age groups. Medals will be awarded to the first 3 males and the first 3 females to cross the finish line. All proceeds will support the need for band instruments for use by the students of Op City schools. Pre-registration is $25 per person and includes a t-shirt. If you register the day of the race, it's $30 per person and t-shirts are limited. Registration deadline is August 3rd. You can register online at www.active.com or registration forms are also available at Mizell Wellness Center. There will be a color fun run after the race for kids. There is no charge for the fun run and it's for ages 10 and under and no medals will be awarded.
Home football dates for the Troy Trojans for this season. Saturday, September the 1st, Boise State. Saturday, September the 8th, FAMU. Saturday, September the 29th, Coastal Carolina. Thursday, October the 4th, Georgia State. Saturday, November the 3rd, Louisiana. Saturday, November the 17th, Texas State. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPB and repeated later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense.
This is your hometown.
Here's your Wopp-Live LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 93. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Overnight in Liberty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 in 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. Have a partly sunny day with a high of 83. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies at a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. Have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
At Mizell Wellness Center, we believe your greatest wealth is your health. The Wellness Center offers state-of-the-art cardiovascular and strength training equipment, fitness classes, racquetball court, and an indoor heated pool. Our staff consists of a certified athletic trainer, exercise technicians, and a massage therapist who are ready to assist you in achieving a healthy lifestyle. The indoor heated pool is also available for party rentals. Let your good health begin today. Contact the Mizell Wellness Center at 334-493-1730.
I've been in love so many times.
Rolled my ankle yesterday.
Now you're looking.
Now that sucker is hurting.
This old age ain't for sissies. Well, I'm not gonna let you sing along, Tom, because we got to tell the temp and all that, Tom. I forgot the news was just a little short.
Tom Jones you cut off?
Yeah, it's Tom. I got him in the background just a little bit there, just a little bit. You hear him just a little bit there, you know, not much, but a little bit.
Thank you.
75 is our low this morning. Can you believe that? 75 the low. The winds are from the south-southwest. It's been like that for 3 days now. That's unusual. The sunrise at 5:51. The sunset at 7:52. 20% chance of rain all day and tonight. They say thunderbursts could happen this afternoon. It could be a little radical if it does happen in our areas, but it'd be spotty, needless to say. 78 degrees, sunny skies here at the studios of WOPP. Good having you in with us this morning. You done sample before 7:05. You done sampled a tea cake.
I did.
Was it good?
I did. You know, I listened to that, Tom. Somebody is standing and looking in the mirror this morning, got their brush in their hand.
Yeah.
And they're singing that song.
Really?
Like it's a microphone.
Oh.
But yeah, I tried the tea cake. Ooh, it was good with coffee, and I'm sure it'd be good with milk. That was delicious.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Yeah. We are your sample place, so don't hesitate. If you want us to sample something, that's good. And now it better be good because it's his bad. Guess what? Guess what? We'll tell that too.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant. What does it take to eat 24 hot dogs in 12 minutes? Determination, fortitude, and a complete disregard for what they actually put in a hot dog. What's for dessert? 9 pounds of antacids and 7 hours of routine angioplasty. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh diplomat of the dog. Bud Light beer has
Distributed by Horn Beverage Company, Donna Horn, Sam Zipper, and Jim Booty Bruce.
Hardee's is now hiring for breakfast and lunch shifts. Flexible schedules with the opportunity to get a $1 an hour pay increase within 60 days. You receive 50% off your meals while at work. You will also receive a 20% discount card that can be used with your friends and family. Open interviews are every Thursday from 2 to 5. Or you can visit the WOPP Facebook page for more information.
That's Hardee's Equal Opportunity Employer.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Dennis Meeks, your sheriff. Let me say it is a pleasure and honor for me to serve as your sheriff. Many of you will remember the problems that plagued the sheriff's office when I was elected 12 years ago. But over the past 12 years, the staff at the Covington County Sheriff's Office, along with myself, have worked hard and have made many changes that has made the sheriff's office one that the citizens of this county can be proud of. After all, it's your office.
I believe there'll be a higher than 12%
I work
here
for
in
you,
Covington County going
and
to
I'm
poll.
asking that you let me continue working for
Steve
you
said 12%
and
was state.
using my experience to improve the sheriff's
Well, I think
office
usually
and keep it
Covington County
moving
does
forward.
turn out a little bit
Don't
higher
allow
than
lack
other
of
places.
experience and knowledge of the
12%,
sheriff's office
Dennis
and
wins.
jail cause it to go backwards to where it was 12
I think
years
it'd be a
ago.
30.
I humbly ask
Yeah.
that on Tuesday, July
But you got two hot
17th,
races.
you return
Yeah,
to the polls and
concerned
vote
about.
Dennis Meeks as your sheriff of Covington County.
Paid political ad paid for by friends to re-elect Dennis Meeks, Sheriff, Covington County, Andalusia, Alabama.
Come celebrate Piggly Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location. Whole pork loins, $1.29 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks, $5.99 a pound. Strawberries, $1.49 a pound.
30%.
Fresh bananas, 42 cents a pound. From our deli bakery, 8-piece fried chicken,
Covington County wins either way,
$5.99.
though.
And for your pets, we're your Neutrino feed store.
But boy, I
at
won't
the
buy me
Piggly
broccoli.
Wiggly
God.
in Andalusia, next door to the Dollar Tree.
Earn your degree online from Troy, a state university with a proud history of
if she
helping
wins,
students
she's gonna be
achieve their
hounding
career
everybody in the
goals.
media.
Troy was one of the first
She has been
universities to
bitched
offer
all over.
online learning to its students. And whether you're earning a bachelor's, master's, or
TV
doctoral
only
degree,
arranged
Troy
her
University
way.
gives you the education, flexibility, and
can't
personal
believe 12
attention you need to
would come to
succeed.
that.
Do what you love and be great at it. That's the
And they may
Trojan
not. They may
warrior
come back
spirit.
burner.
Feel it at troy.edu/online warrior. Apply by August 3rd to begin classes this term.
Our local volunteer firefighters are excited to help our community. I'm Blake Turman, candidate for Sheriff of Covington County. I want to extend my sincerest thanks and commit better communication between our agencies. I will assist in any way to ensure that we keep each other informed of issues and emergencies. I look forward to being available to them at their meetings and encourage anyone to attend and volunteer their time for their community. Vote Blake Turman on July the 17th.
Paid for by friends to elect Blake Turman, Sheriff of Covington County, Andalusia, Alabama.
This hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May, President Trump saying the special relationship between the U.S. and the U.K. remains firmly intact.
The relationship is very, very strong. We really had a very good relationship.
However, in an earlier media interview, the
Yeah, Bill
president
was really good,
slammed
wasn't
May for the way she has handled Brexit. Mr. Trump also said that former British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson would make a fine prime minister. And the president, not very happy with London's mayor, either.
Mayor Sadiq Khan, who's a Muslim, gave protesters permission to fly a 20-foot-tall balloon depicting Trump as an angry baby. Trump also blamed recent terror attacks on Khan, and he claims Europe is losing its culture because of immigration from the Middle East and Africa.
That's correspondent Shirley Smith. The president and the prime minister planning a news conference in a few hours, and Mr. Trump will be stopping by Windsor Castle for tea with the Queen. In a sometimes chaotic congressional hearing, the FBI agent
who authored a flood of anti-Trump text messages, says his personal views never affected his
They might
work
have
as a lead
TKs too.
investigator in the Clinton email scandal.
In a marathon hearing that often erupted into shouting matches and procedural questions, it was one fiery exchange between Agent Peter Strzok and Texas Congressman Ted Poe that summed it all up.
What I am telling you is that I and the other men and women of the FBI every day take our personal beliefs and set those aside in vigorous pursuit of the truth, wherever it lies, whatever it is.
And I don't believe you. In his first public testimony, Strzok said that while his text messages were blunt, including one where he vowed to stop Donald Trump from being elected, he insisted they had no effect on his work.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines.
a lie.
More of these stories at townhall.com.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Dennis Meeks. As your sheriff, I have not and will not make empty and or unrealistic promises just to try to win an election. The one promise I can keep is that I will continue to be who I have always been. Hey, Sheriff, you can count on to continue to strive for a better, safer Covington County while still being realistic and honest about issues. I have made my career at the Covington County Sheriff's Office. That's how I know the office of sheriff is a large responsibility. It deserves someone with the ability and experience of the sheriff's office and jail to fulfill that responsibility. I have the qualifications and experience because I am the only candidate who has worked in every division within the sheriff's office. Ladies and gentlemen, now is not the time to let your sheriff's office go backwards to where it was 12 years ago. Let me continue to move it forward. I humbly ask that on Tuesday, July the 17th, you return to the polls and vote Dennis Meeks as your sheriff.
Paid for by friends to re-elect Dennis Meeks sheriff of Covington.
With SRM Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with Major League Baseball action Thursday. The A's over Houston.
Mark Canha's two-run single in the 8th inning broke a 4-4 tie and helped the Oakland Athletics to a 6-4 win over the Houston Astros. Canha's hit capped a 3-run inning
Voters
and
are
gave the
dumb.
A's their first lead of the day after trailing 4-0 following Tony Kemp's two-run homer in the 4th.
Had one person
with 3 hits and 2 RBI.
reply on the Martha Roby. She's so important on the military, blah, blah, blah. She's done so, blah, 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 blah.
With just 5 hits.
Well, I had to reply to that one. She's been on the military since the first 2 years.
That's where Boston beat Toronto by a 6-4 score. Yankees 7, Indians 4. It was Minnesota over Tampa Bay 5-1. Angels 11 and Seattle 2. In the National League yesterday, Colorado 5, Arizona 1. It was the Pirates over the Brewers 6-3, Nationals 5, Mets 4, and the Dodgers.
They assume things, and they believe
This is
it's
SRN Sports.
Come celebrate Piggly Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location. Family pack drumsticks or thighs, 69 cents a pound. USDA chuck roast, $2.99 a pound. Fresh cherries, $1.59 a pound. From our deli bakery, 26 cents.
Would I like anything with the donut shop? No, because I got tea cakes.
Green cake, $3.99.
And you like anything with a what?
From the donut shop.
Store at the Piggly Wiggly in Andalusia, next door to the Dollar Tree.
Troy's Military and Family Scholarship caps the cost of tuition at $250 per credit hour for active duty military, reservists, and National Guard. Also, your spouse and dependents receive up to 50% in tuition savings. Troy is committed to keeping higher education affordable for graduate and undergraduate students. That's the Trojan Warrior Spirit. For details, visit troy.edu/military spirit. Apply by August 3rd to begin classes this term.
Police officers are held to a higher standard. We should lead by example and communicate with the public and our peers. I'm Blake Turman, your candidate for Sheriff of Covington County. I'm committed to enhancing communications with the public and other police agencies. I will have an open report with the police chiefs and community
My God, it's
in
hot.
the best effort to serve Covington County. All forms of media will be used to keep our community informed and safe. A vote for Blake Turman on July 17th is a vote for a better informed public.
Paid for by friends who elect Blake Turman, Sheriff, Covington County, Andalusia, Alabama.
Over the past several years, interest rates have hovered near historic lows to the point that would-be borrowers have become accustomed to low rates. In
I've got to turn it up to 74 when I left last night, so
interest rates, but
you're
announced
hanging me in
intentions
here when I
to
got
raise
here
rates
this morning.
again at least once in 2018.
So I turned it off.
If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today.
Oh.
Take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional.
Oh, well, who took care of any germs?
Independent bank in Andalusia, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. NMLS number 472429.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is open. Tuesday through Saturday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free pool Tuesday to Thursday. And we have a bar snack. At the American Legion, drop in to say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent. Caroline's Country Stores, Highway 84 East, Highway 134 at the county line, and in Antioch. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday until 6 on Sunday. Off-road diesel. Feed bins at 134 in Antioch, Copper Kettle at County Line, Hunt's Pizzas at County Line at 134, and Lee's Cafe and U-Hauls at Carolina Country Store, Highway 84 East. That's where you'll find the Case 9. Caroline Country Store number 4 is now open. Highway 331 South, 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. And they have kerosene. Caroline's Country Store.
Take me home. Here's your Wopp-Live LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 93. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Overnight in Liberty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 and 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. We'll have a partly sunny day with a high of 93. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. And a mostly cloudy day with a high of 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
That heat index could be around 100 too. Let's see. Morning low 75. The winds are from the southwest, maybe a mile or two. The official sunrise at 5:51. The official sunset at 7:52. Sunny skies and 78 degrees here at the studios of WOPP.
And it is dropping.
Temperature dropping. Oh, in the control room, yeah. Yeah, buddy, I got here this morning. I have got to turn it up to 74 when I left last night, so you can hang week in here this morning. So I turned it off, and it got 72 degrees a moment ago. So, anyway. You know, Shannon, first time she's ever asked, can I'm at the donut shop, can I bring you some donuts or whatever, you know. First time, I don't even think she's been to a 7-Eleven asked could she bring anything to me, food-wise. And this morning she does that, and I got a dozen tea cakes here. You think I want anything else?
Well, of course, there are a lot of good things at the donut shop.
Yeah. And any other day, I definitely want that.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the donuts there, and I like their breakfast biscuit sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And the BTL ain't bad either.
BLT.
BLT, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you said they pour the B on there.
Oh, yeah.
The bacon.
Yeah, you taste the bacon. But these tea cakes, don't you want one more?
I'm going to try just one more. I'm going to tell you what, they're
delicious, aren't they?
They are, and they're not too crunchy.
Not too soft.
In fact, I like them the way they are.
This is from the Country Vineyard. It's a bakery and event venue. It's located at Pop's Place on Highway 84. They've been open a couple of weeks. They're going to have their ribbon cutting on July the 20th. That's a Friday, 11 a.m. And you're invited to come by. Tammy Atkins is the lady. And if you like to rent that's that big building. It's got several rooms in it. Pop's Place.
I didn't know it had several rooms. I ate it. I've eaten there before, back years ago.
Well, you went into the restaurant area. Well, to the right, there's a big banquet room and all in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And anyway, you can rent the place for a party, and they will, cater it to you. Also, the food and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, you may want to get a hold of Tabby and talk to her. 282-9526. 282-9526. I know you're not going to remember that. So you can give me a buzz and I'll be glad to pass it along. Well, boy, you chomping on yours. I'm sitting here running my mouth. Can't chomp on mine. Now you talk.
I was just thinking, we said good with coffee. They are really good with coffee.
Milk.
Be good with milk too. Yeah, I mean, and they're dipping size. I mean,
Man, it's good. Like Mama made and Grandma made. Got the same taste.
Yeah. And I didn't even know.
Jerry, if you're listening, come by. I'll give you one. Let you taste and see if they don't taste like Grandma made.
I don't even know if. I didn't even know the place was open. To be honest with you. I'm glad to know that somebody's there.
Oh yeah.
And if you, I mean, you can stop. They do baking and things like that.
To order.
Yeah. Bet they make some good cakes too.
Good. That was good.
It is very good. Hope people will try that out.
These eggs are really good. I had a.
If there's anybody hungry for breakfast, they're probably thinking, "You sorry for asking what they're eating on that." And when you took classes at Troy, they probably told you never eat on the air.
That doesn't matter. Well, you never do on there.
And you didn't stop you none, did it?
I think the two things they really said that we do a little bit more now. Never talk about politics or religion, but it's a little bit easier to do that now, especially on a morning show, where you know, when we express this our opinion, not the radio station, blah blah blah. You know, you can do a little bit more. But yeah, never mention politics, never mention religion.
Yeah,
a little bit more open on that nowadays.
Well,
man, that was good.
If you wanted to do absentee, I don't know that you can do that anymore unless you go over there.
You had to have the form yesterday.
Yesterday was the deadline for the
You
form.
can turn it back in still.
Yeah.
Right up to the day before election.
Right.
But yesterday.
It has to be.
Yesterday's it.
Yeah. To do the application form, and they can give you the ballot and the envelope, and you can go vote and mail it, but it needs to be in the mail pretty quick so they can get it in time.
It'll be postmarked Monday. I don't understand that one. It'll still be late, but it still count. Don't make a lot of sense.
I guess it depends on where you're at. But anyway, if you haven't done that, I hope everyone else is planning on voting. You know,
go to polls.
Steve said something about 12% will show up to vote.
That's low.
In the past, Covington County's always been a little bit higher than the state average, and hopefully that will continue. I don't understand people that don't vote. I don't understand that.
And they're the ones that gripe the most.
A lot of them do.
Keep mouth shut if you're not going to vote. Move. Go to Mexico.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting the airways back.
Shutting it up, baby.
Just getting tired of the ads and all.
Yeah, especially a Roby on top of Roby on top of Roby on top of Roby and then another Roby.
Robert.
Well, at TV, if you watch Channel 12 or Channel 4, Roby on top of Roby. And, of course, we weren't blessed to have any ads from her. But, man, my friends over in Andalusia just got some for Thursday, Friday. Started yesterday. Didn't get none the other time around. So, anyway. In other words, she doesn't care about local folks. What it means to me. And poor old Bobby don't have no money. Compared to her.
Well, yeah. Comparatively speaking, I'm sure he's probably being a little more strategic in his spending, but that's okay. Hope everybody will vote for the candidate of their choice. Just vote.
Vote. I'll tell you Monday who to vote for. I'm pretty straight on one of them right now.
Pretty straight.
Straight.
Let's see. Dennis is coming by today, isn't he?
Dennis will be here today.
I heard a little bit of your interview with Blake yesterday.
It's recorded and posted, by the way.
Thought it was a nice interview. I think you'll probably have another good interview today.
Laid back. Yeah, we had two, all three of them before the election, the first time around, and we had nothing but compliments. So anyway, we'll have compliments today too. Of course, I know the sheriff quite well. I've just really learned Blake in this run. I didn't really know. I know of him, but I didn't know him. So I've got to know him quite well. So that's one of the advantages about running for office, to get to know the candidate. I hope you do.
Well, I can only imagine how crazy their schedules have been over the past several months in the election and now in the runoff. And I know Blake said it, and you can't blame him. I'm sure Dennis is the same way. They'll be glad when it's over.
Oh, sure. This was posted by Coach Hill. And since you're a former coach, I think you will enjoy giving those.
10 excuses that take teams closer to defeat.
You'll probably end up agreeing with it.
It isn't fair is number one. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to life. I'm too tired. In other words, I want to quit. It's too hot, which it's the same for everybody. It's hot for everybody. Or it's too cold. I don't feel good. It's too early. It's too late. That's not my job. That's too hard. Or, and I've heard this one several times too, I'm saving it for the game.
Had you actually heard of all of that?
I actually have heard a lot of that. The it isn't fair, a lot of times, even heard that from parents.
Yeah.
My child works as hard as everybody else.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Little darlings. Well, guess who's coming to town for the Pepsi Gulf Coast Jam this summer?
Pepsi Gulf Coast Jam.
It'll be on Friday, August the 31st through Sunday, September the 2nd. So right before the real school already started, but you'll have a little break there. I think that holiday's right in there.
Who they got?
Florida Georgia Line, Eric Church, Thomas Rhett, Justin Moore, Chris Jansen, Dustin Lynch, Chase Wright. Here's a group I haven't heard of. I'm going to have to check on this. CAM, C-A-M. Brett Young, Lauren Alina, Rodney Atkins, Montgomery Gentry, Drake White. I've briefly heard, I can't think what he does, but I've actually heard that name. Nitty Gritty Dirt Man, Joe Diffie, Morgan Evans, 1,000 Horses. Somebody asked me about them the other day, so I'm going to find out a little bit more about them. Tyler Rich, he's hot and upcoming. The Georgia Thunderbolts, Riley Kagan, and of course the winner of the Pepsi Southern Original contest they have will be part of it. That's a pretty good lineup.
That is a good lineup.
Wow.
I saw Mark McDaniel was in Andalusia last night.
I got a video of it.
And I noticed that their mother woke up early and fixed them a big breakfast yesterday.
Wasn't that nice?
It looked good.
No.
That's probably one of the good things about coming home.
She didn't invite me, you and I would.
Well, she had a ton
House
of folks
full?
to feed already.
Well, what's one more?
Yeah. Oh, I think Kinston has got him a football coach.
Really?
George Kennedy. They got a contract coach, is what they did. Somebody just coached football this year. That's all they do is come in and coach football. And I know George from years ago. He used to be at Wicksburg as the head coach at Wicksburg High School. And
so he's kind of the temp.
Well, I think he's retired and he's just come back to coach football. Yeah, he's a temporary.
But might lead to something.
Well, if he wanted it to, I guess.
Well, where does he live? I mean,
well, I'm not sure where he lives at right now. But I saw that on Facebook, and I don't know that that's official, but I saw that on Facebook.
Well, they don't need to wait much longer.
Well, I mean, they been sending out a lot of texts and emails and making phone calls trying to find somebody to just fill in for football.
Yeah.
Is what they wanted, somebody to coach football. And I guess they found him. I saw.
How about a basketball coach?
I don't know about that. Now I know George don't.
He don't like basketball.
Well, he's done it. He's coached it, but that's not his.
That's not his cup of tea.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And you better be pretty good basketball coach if you go to Kensington.
Well, Georgia, he ought to have fun with his team because he's got a crackerjack quarterback, and he's got 6 linemen that's going to be unreal.
Well, they do. They're
this ought to
pretty
be
good.
fun.
They don't have a lot of depth.
No.
But now since the other coach left, they have basically done nothing as far as condition-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to get there and get them in and start getting them in the weight room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's all right. They hadn't been doing that.
I don't think so. I think that the other coaches were.
Well, the only one left was a volunteer, I understand. Everybody else gone.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what was left. But anyway, part of that was the 4th of July week, which most people take off anyway. So,
and you got to have a coach, something about this. You got to have somebody to overlook it. Haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
You can't just,
You have to.
Safety and everything else.
I think that they'll be. I think they'll be happy with what Coach Kennedy brings to the table.
But now, most of them probably already knew how to do a lot on their own too.
Most of them
to be in shape they already.
Well,
is.
if they would.
Yeah, probably they did.
That's one of those cases where you like to see a little senior leadership step up and start making phone calls and getting people up to the field to run through some agilities and do some stuff. But I don't know that happened.
With the season they had last year and with the good show they had against Opp, they got to be jacked up a little bit about this season.
Well, I'm sure they are, but in their lineup, they've got Georgia, they've got Brantley, so
a killer schedule.
Yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Their division is tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess a couple of upsets would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And to be honest, I think they can play with everybody. There again, it gets into conditioning.
Fourth quarter.
Because they don't have a lot of depth, and so hopefully they'll be able to get into some game shape where they can last.
The best state to retire in. You have any idea?
The best state to retire in.
It's not who I thought.
So it's not Florida.
No.
Okay. I would have to say the best state to retire.
Let me tell you what's in the factor: cost of living, crime, culture, healthcare quality, taxes, weather, and well-being.
Okay. Then I would say. Well, I'm going to go west and say Arizona.
You went right direction.
Just the wrong state.
Yeah, Arizona is actually on the. It's not. Yeah, maybe in top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's number 10.
You done pretty good. North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Taxes
to retire. Okay.
Taxes, medical. And
I just didn't think that the older you get, the less you like cold weather, and that's a state with some cold weather.
Well, and they also said that you normally think about wanting water. There ain't no water there either.
Really?
That's why people like to go to the beach. A lot of
for recreation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they like to retire at the beach. Tennessee's number 2. Maine is number 3. Indiana is number 4. Alabama's number 5.
I think Alabama is a good state to retire in.
Crime and taxes and all, I think it's a big draw. Kansas, Vermont, then Wisconsin, Minnesota, Arizona, Kentucky is in the top list. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, West Virginia, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Alaska. I don't think I want to retire in Alaska, but it has to do with, you got all the other factors in there. Georgia is in there too. And of course, it's got every one of the states ranked as far as that goes. Now,
you don't see anybody wanting to retire in California, New York,
the worst
Chicago.
State. This is funny. The worst state. North Dakota's number 1 for the best. South Dakota's the worst. Isn't that weird?
That is kind of weird.
That is really weird. Utah, Idaho, New Hampshire, Florida, Montana, North Carolina, Wyoming, Nebraska, Mississippi, Hawaii. I understand that because the taxes and everything out there.
Wyoming's on there.
Mm-hmm. Worse. Like I said, now they figuring cost of living, crime, culture, healthcare, quality, taxes, and weather, and well-being is in there. So that's pretty cool. We need to take advantage of that number 5. That ain't bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
And plus housing, and we need to get advantage of it right here in on the housing. We got a lot of available nice houses.
We do.
We need to let them snowbirds know.
Well, we need to do some more things that would attract. I think the park is a good thing that would attract people to come to this area. I think it would be nice if we got over here, next door to us, and redid the walking trail over here next to us. That's pretty. They've let people drive all over it. Now it's got
crumbled
potholes and crumbled all over it, and grass is growing up on it. And some places it's not very wide anymore because the grass is intruded on it. I think that
I think there'd be
I wish the council would put a little effort in that.
If the city could get that donated to us, and we'll call it the Bent Park, there'd probably be a grant to do that. But as it is, it's lease land. You can't get no grants.
Well, I don't know how they paved it before because it was leased before.
Yeah, but it was paid for. It wasn't no donation. I mean,
okay.
Mm-hmm. And right now they say broke. Every time you ask the city, they say broke.
Well, I'm not sure if the Davis family still owns that property or not.
It's a Benton estate, and Joe Davis is over it.
Okay.
Joe finished school with I and Chuck.
It would be nice if they do. They own the field back behind it too. Is that part of it too?
Part of going up the hill, yeah.
It would be nice if the city could acquire that and maybe put a little bit more into that. I see people walking it pretty regular.
Well, I love for them to get the pond and have a walk around the pond too, and then also have the pond for senior fishing days.
Sure.
But you have to go by the office up there and get a permit each day.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Just stop right up there at the rec office, get a permit, and go fishing. I think too, and we're talking about things that would help attract people to want to come here and retire. Of course, there are a lot of people that graduated here, moved away, that perhaps would come back. I think. I think a few more, maybe some eating establishments around. But there again, when they come, we've got to support them.
That's right.
We've got to support them.
We are actually working on a couple right now.
Retired people love to eat.
Oh yeah. They forgot how to cook.
Yeah. I think we have eaten at home one time this week. Had some biscotti.
Well, I done something I don't normally do. I actually got done here at 8 o'clock last night, and I remember I hadn't had lunch.
You remembered you hadn't had lunch?
Yeah.
My stomach would have told me that.
So I went up to the Mexican place and had food there. I seldom eat out at night, and I seldom eat out. If I eat out at night, it's because I've got people with me.
Yeah.
So I went out. I went to the Mexican place, ate by myself, in peace and quiet.
In peace.
Yeah. Pretty neat. A little unusual. But I noticed my towel was cheaper too.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure it is. You take Haley with you, and she loves to eat.
Woo!
Today is Friday, July the 13th, 2018. As Robert goes and fills up his mug of coffee again, I want to say happy birthday to some celebrities. Stephen R. McQueen, who is an actor from The Vampire Diaries, is 30 today. Colton Haynes is also 30. He was in the TV show Teen Wolf. Ashley Scott, an actress, was in the TV show Birds of Prey, is 41. Ken Jeong is an actor, comedian, and physician. Was in the movie The Hangover 1 through 3. He's 49 today. Kenny Johnson, an actor from the TV show The Shield, 55. Tom Kenny, a comedian from SpongeBob SquarePants. He must be a voice person, 56 today. Cameron Crowe, who is an actor, director, and a writer. Movie he was in was Jerry Maguire, 61 today. Louise Mandrell, country and western singer. She is 64 today. Daphne Maxwell Reid is an actress. Was in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Daphne is 70 today. I don't know how Dee Dee Khan got slipped in here after Daphne Maxwell, who is 70. Dee Dee Khan is 67. Usually these go in order, but anyway, Dee Dee Khan is 67 today. She was in the TV show Benson. Cheech Marin, a comedian and actor, was in the duo Cheech and Chong, is 72 today. Harrison Ford is 76. You will recall The Fugitive, Indiana Jones 1 through 3, Star Wars Trilogy, Air Force One, Clear and Present Danger, Apocalypse Now, American Graffiti. Harrison Ford, 76. Roger McGuinn is a singer and a guitarist, was with the Byrds, he's 76. Robert Forrester is an actor. He is in the movie The Descendants and is 77. Sir Patrick Stewart, who is an actor, was in Star Trek The Next Generation, is 78. And Johnny Gilbert III, he was a game show announcer on the TV show Jeopardy, and he is 94 today, born in 1924. Happy birthday to our celebrities.
And many more. Oh, that reminded me of something I was going to do this morning.
And you forgot, but now you remember.
Yeah. I ain't got time to do it now. Do it next week. You'll be gone next week.
Yes.
You don't love us anymore. He's leaving us. Be back a week after.
I will.
Brittany's going to fill in for you.
Bless her heart.
If I don't scare her to death. I don't have but 3, but I got big names here, baby.
Okay, baby. Lay them on.
Dave Garraway, the guy that started the Today Show. You don't go that far back, do you?
No, I don't.
I do. I hate to say it. I do. Would have been 105, passed away in 82. All right. Hogan's Heroes, Bob Crane.
Bob Crane.
Would have been 90, passed away in 98. And he was the U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, former presidential candidate. He's also part of the National Football League, athlete, politician, Jack Kemp.
Jack Kemp, I remember.
Would have been 83, passed away in 2009. And those are my only 3 celebrities I had. You had 2 pages.
And then some.
And then some.
Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump is
Prime
Minister Theresa May, saying the special relationship between the U.S. and the U.K. remains firmly intact. Although in an earlier media interview, the president slammed May for the way that she has handled Brexit. Mr. Trump also says that former British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson would make a good prime minister. The president will be stopping by Windsor Castle later in the day for tea with the Queen.
Tea with the Queen.
In a sometimes chaotic congressional hearing, FBI agent Peter Strzok, the author of a flood of anti-Trump text messages, said that his personal views never affected his work. The lead investigator in the Clinton email scandal. On Wall Street right now, Dow futures down about 2 points. NASDAQ futures up almost 4. S&P futures are flat. More details at srnnews.com.
CCB time is 7:34. Time for you to drop by CCB here in Opp. Meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning, I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by Harper Appliances, Southern Independent Bank, Piggly Wiggly of Andalusia, the Woodmore, Mines Out Memorial Hospital, JR's Lawnmower Shop, Covington Eye Care, and Hartneys.
Well, the University of Tennessee has 4 new Peyton Manning scholars. Manning and interim UT Knoxville Chancellor Wayne Davis welcomed the new members on Tuesday. They are Ford Brewer of Nashville, Kyler Groner of Morristown, Deanna Riley of Spring Hill, and Carrie Burge of Madison, Alabama. Burge was unable to attend the ceremony. The Manning Scholarship has been awarded to to 37 University of Tennessee Knoxville students since the endowment was created in 1998. The university said the scholarship covers nearly the full cost of tuition while the students are at Tennessee. About 450 people applied for the scholarship this year. The scholarships are given out each year based on leadership, academic achievement, and community service. Manning, of course, is the former quarterback at Tennessee and in the NFL, where he was MVP 5 times.
2 men were injured in the Montgomery shooting Thursday evening, according to Captain Regina Duckett of Montgomery Police Department. Officers and paramedics responded to the scene at the 1100 block of Chestnut Street in reference to shooting. When they arrived, they found the men suffering from gunshot wounds. Chestnut Street must be a bad street.
It must be.
It's in the news a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Both victims are taken to the hospital for treatment, one for non-life-threatening injuries and one with possibly life-threatening injuries. And of course, the investigation continues in this case.
President Donald Trump is tweeting his endorsement of a Florida congressman during his trip to Europe, writing that Representative Matt Gaetz is one of the finest and most talented people in Congress. Trump is backing the Republican lawmaker on Twitter at the start of his second day in Britain. The president is pointing to Gaetz's strengths on crime and border, the illegal immigration, the Second Amendment, and his work on the military veterans issues and the tax overhaul. He has been a vocal supporter of Trump in Congress and called for Robert Mueller to resign from his special counsel role in the Russia investigation. The congressman faces a contested Republican primary on August the 28th. His Republican-leaning district includes parts of the Florida Panhandle.
Well, a small fish has halted development of a $1.6 billion automotive manufacturing plant in North Alabama. Toyota and Mazda announced in January that the companies would be building a joint plant in Limestone County. The announcement was followed in June with a lawsuit from the Center for Biological Diversity. The lawsuit cites the Endangered Species Act of 2012 in regard to species of sunfish that calls Limestone County home. The CBD maintains that the pygmy sunfish, a species that only lives in a 6-mile portion of Limestone County system streams, would be further endangered by the construction of the plant. President Trump, do away with that 2012 law, please.
Well, we've got plenty of space down here in South Alabama in Covington County for that plant.
Well, yeah. They done started though. Well, they could move it.
Yeah.
What if we?
I bet they would change their mind if they said, well, let's just move it to another place. South of here. Way south.
Well, you know, between this and then the union saying threatening of the auto industry, they're not good. They're trying to mislead you again, public. Just be aware.
Albany police charged 2 Albany men with felony murder in the shooting death of 45-year-old Chevalier Kenyatta Paul.
Wow.
Dontavius Wingfield, 26, and Demond Wingfield, 19, are currently booked in the Dougherty County Jail. Dontavius Wingfield was involved in a violent home invasion at the Royal Inn back in May. The cousins were arrested last night after the Albany Police Department made a felony stop at Point North and Dawson Road at the Home Run Food. The Dougherty County coroner says that the victim is 45-year-old Chevalier Paul. He was set to be married this weekend.
Get this: a Bonifay man is facing charges after deputies say he called 911 and lied about 3 people being shot. Holmes County Sheriff deputies say that Jake Dunn, age 37, called 911, saying 3 of his family members had been shot and were unresponsive. They say Dunn did not tell the dispatcher's address, so the deputies went to Dunn's home on Highway 179, where he lives, where the people he reported was shot. The deputy says when he got to the house, he was met by 2 of the alleged victims. They told the deputy the 3rd family member was also fine. They said Dunn was staying at home in the area of Sewell Loop. So deputies said they found Dunn, but Dunn told them he was armed with a gun and refused to listen to law enforcement. They said out of the concern of Dunn's safety, they made their way inside the home. Dunn was arrested on charges of making a false report and the misuse of the E911 system.
Now, why would you want to do something like
I think he had a issue going on at the time.
I think he was wanting to be shot or something.
Wanting attention, probably, or something. But anyway, maybe got him into that house and got his check raised. Check your time. It's 7:40.
1106 for Harper Appliances for warranty work.
That's sometimes why they do stuff like that and get their check raised.
For home or commercial electrical repair or installation.
They get him in the home somewhere.
This is actually true. One of our friends, this many years ago, it was in the 70s. He went to Nam. He had some issues. Was having a problem getting his health room. So we got him drunk, and we all got drunk, to be honest. We left him at the VA hospital in Tuskegee on the front steps, drunk and naked. Of course, when they found him out there, he didn't know nothing. He didn't know his name, nothing like that. He put his package on. 4 weeks, we got full benefits and everything. Of course, his memory slowly came back, you know. He never did let them know, huh?
Celebrate Piggly Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location. Simple, fair, and honest way to save. 3-pound individually quick frozen Purdue party wings, $4.99. 12-ounce select varieties, Bar S meat franks, 59 cents. While supplies last. Half-gallon selected varieties, Bluebell ice cream, $4.35. 8-ounce select varieties, Piggly Wiggly's shredded cheese, $1.49. And for your pets, we're your Neutrino feed store. At the Piggly Wiggly in Andalusia, next door to the Dollar Tree. Danny Troy Schofield, age 61, passed away Tuesday in Mobile. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at the Carolina Cemetery. Danny Troy Schofield, survived by wife Deb Schofield, daughters and son-in-law Melanie Cherie and Alan Smith, Jessica and Travis Golan, Niccolo and Josh Hoffman, sons and daughter-in-law Jonathan and Rachel Williams, Nicholas and Shelby Williams, 12 grandchildren and a great-grandchild, sister and brother-in-law Lisa and Mike Wombles. Andrew Drew Paul Papa, age 26 of Louisville, passed away Monday. Survived by son John Forrest Papa, his parents Patty and Rick Thomason, grandparents Debbie Weski, Jose Poppy, Artie and Jackie Thompson, and Judy Thompson. Great-grandmothers Joan Srevery, Alice Weatherspoon, his sister Chesta Flanner, Rachel Thomason, Shelby Poppy. Services for Andrew Drew Paul Poppy will be held Saturday at 2 at the K Funeral Home Chapel, Clio. The family will receive friends 30 minutes prior to services at the funeral home. Stephen Pinkard, age 61 of Andalusia, passed away Tuesday at the Troy Medical Center. Funeral services will be held at 2:30 Saturday at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Brantley. Burial will be at the Mount Zion Cemetery. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at the church. Stephen Pinkard is survived by sisters and brother-in-law Faye and Byron Harton, Judy Pinkard, Donna and P.J. McCooing, Sherry and Bill Armour, Kathy Pinkard, brother and sister-in-law Snow and Julie Pinkard.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
One of the biggest questions facing Alabama and the good old USA is what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Mizell Memorial Hospital Senior Behavioral Care Unit is designed to address the needs of patients who are 55 years of age or older who are experiencing emotional illness. If you or your loved ones are experiencing symptoms of difficulty sleeping, poor appetite, or forgetfulness, we are here to help. We want seniors and their families to understand what is happening and to provide help in a supportive environment. Our goal is to return everyone involved to a normal life as soon as possible. For further information on this unit, call 493-9134. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
The Alt Police Department reports Wednesday night at 7:31 p.m. Officers arrested 27-year-old male resident of Sampson in Kinston on a failure to appear warrant. The Opp Police Department reporting 4 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 8, 2 for violation of probation, 1 fugitive from justice, 1 giving false information to an officer, 1 unauthorized use of a vehicle, 1 holding for another agency, 1 failure to appear, 1 filing false information report to a law officer. 9 released, 203 in the Covington County Jail. The World Championship Domino Tournament today and Saturday at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com.
Qualifying has begun for this summer's municipal elections in Andalusia and Opp, when voters will decide 3 seats on the Andalusia Board of Education and 3 seats on the Opp Board of Education. In Andalusia, Dr. David McAlman, David Bryant, and Walter Winch currently hold those seats. Winch has said he will not seek re-election, and former board member Sammy Glover has qualified to run for the position. In Opp, Scotty Short, Walter Burgess, and William Hines are the incumbents. Qualifying ends on July the 17th, and the election will be August the 28th.
The World Championship Domino Tournament at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia today and Saturday. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com. The regular scheduled Andalusia City Council meeting for Tuesday, July the 17th will be moved to Thursday, July the 19th at City Hall. It'll be held at the usual time of 6 p.m. The Opp City Schools announced the Opp Middle School schedules of lockers will be distributed the following dates. Wednesday, July the 25th, 6th grade, 9 o'clock until 11. 8th grade football players, 11 o'clock until 1. 7th grade, 1 o'clock until 3. Thursday, July the 26th, 5th grade orientation will be held at the multipurpose room from 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. Schedules and lockers will be given out during the orientation. The Opp City Board of Education is scheduled to destroy special education records on July the 26th. Records set to be destroyed are those for students born prior to 1991. If you are the parent or former student that receives special education services in the Opp City School District, you may request that your child's records be held for pickup at the Opp City Board of Education. For more information, you may call the Opp Board of Education office, 493-3173. Ribbon cutting for the Country Venue, a bakery and events venue, located at Pop's Place, Highway 84 on Friday, July the 20th at 11 a.m. The general public's invited by Tammy Atkins. Her number is 282-9526. To order your special cupcakes and tea cakes, or rent for a venue.
There's a desperate need for volunteers as the Faith Summer Program in Opp. They need anyone who's willing to spend time with kids. We need any volunteers who are willing to talk to the children. Volunteers could be people who are successful or people who have had many difficulties. The program currently has 16 volunteers and 63 students, kindergarten age to high school. The Faith program is held Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Harton Street Community Center.
The Downtown Redevelopment Authority presents the 4th annual Miss Opp Beauty Pageant.
Due to few entries in the Miss Opp pageant, we have postponed until July the 28th. We are sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused anyone. Please let your friends know about the Miss Opp pageant, July the 28th.
This is open to any woman who is single and never married. Groups range from baby Miss 0 to 24 months to Miss 17 to 21 years. For more information, call Pam Potter at 493-2122.
The Opp Housing Authority and Spectro Care Health Systems presents the Back to School Bash, Saturday, August the 4th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., 800 Barnes Street. Fun activities, free school supplies, free haircuts, and more. More information, phone 1-800-951-4357. To the people who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery on Highway 84 West, a group of concerned citizens who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery have been working for over a year for the maintenance of the cemetery to be taken care of, and working with the city for or legal issue for it to be taken care of. However, an account has been opened at the Southern Independent Bank in the name of Hickory Grove Cemetery Fund for people to help make donations that will help keep the cemetery clean at this time.
So yesterday I was in Walmart and you won't believe what I saw. Don't tell me it was Kate again. Yeah, and now I've confirmed that something is going on with her and Brian. They were behind me in the checkout line when I noticed Kate's bruised arm. When I asked her about it, Brian walked up, cut her off, and claimed that they were just playing. Look, there's Kate now. You don't have to hide anymore, Kate. I saw Brian hurt you in the store for knocking something off the shelf. We can get you out of that relationship. Love doesn't have to hurt.
Brought to you by the South Alabama Victim Services Collaborative. Contact your local law enforcement agency for assistance.
Mizell Memorial Hospital Auxiliary is seeking new volunteers. There are many ways you can volunteer at the hospital, from greeting patients and visitors to helping file and answer forms. There's something out there for everyone. For more information regarding the auxiliary, contact the marketing department at Mizell Memorial Hospital at 334-493-5511.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, Alabama. Hey folks, we are a total source Husqvarna dealer. We also carry Grasshopper, and we're still power equipment dealer, number one in the world in handheld equipment. And yes, we carry Honda and VR Power now. So folks, if you need outdoor power equipment, JR's Lawnmower Shop is the place. Have I said we will not be undersold? That's all you need for a ticket to come in and buy an item from JR. We will not be undersold, item for item. Hey, and we all about play too. We got them good-looking Yamaha golf carts, easy-go golf carts, new and used. We are your place when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Come see us, folks, and don't forget, we carry the Yeti and the Big Green Egg. JR's Lawnmower Shop located right down here in what used to be called the Cotton Mill Dealings, Cummings Avenue. Come see us, JR's Lawnmower Shop.
Dr. Joshua Driver and the friendly staff at Covington Eye Care would like to thank all of you for your continued confidence in our ability to care for you and your family.
Our newly renovated office offers all the latest technology to give you a comprehensive eye examination, as well as detect and treat eye diseases. We are pleased to now offer many surgical procedures as we partner with Dr. Brent McKinley, board-certified cataract surgeon.
We carry the newest styles of Costa Del Mar and Maui Jim sunglasses for all your summer fun. We also have an extensive line of frames to meet the needs of those on a budget, as well as those looking for Nike or the popular Coach line. And hey, Jack, we even carry the Duck Commander line.
For the contact lens wearers, we have the most comfortable brands, and for those who want to change it up a bit, we now offer the brand New Air Optics Color Contacts.
So call us today at 493-6600 to set up your next appointment, or visit us at 604 North Main Street in Opp to give us an opportunity to meet all your eye care needs.
Adults, get ready to play some football because the city of Andalusia is starting an adult flag football league. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Games will be played on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beginning Tuesday, August the 7th. Makeup games will be played on weekends, and packages can be picked up at Johnson Park. Registration begins Monday and will continue through July the 25th at Johnson Park Gym. The team entry fee is $250. Games will be 7-on-7 with 14-man roster on an 80 by 40-yard field with 20 minutes halves and 25-second play clock. Metal cleats are not allowed. For more information, call Michael Borrell at 222-3714.
Opp Coupleman Society's 2018 Color Trail Run will be Saturday, August 18th at Frank Jackson State Park. Registration will be at 8 a.m. and the race begins at 9. The event will not be timed and there is no age groups. Medals will be awarded to the first 3 males and the first 3 females to cross the finish line. All proceeds will support the need for band instruments for use by the students of Opp City Schools. Pre-registration is $25 per person and includes a t-shirt. If you register the day of the race, it's $30 per person and t-shirts are limited. Registration deadline is August 3rd. You can register online at www.active.com, or registration forms are also available at Mizell Wellness Center. There will be a color fun run after the race for kids. There is no charge for the fun run, and it's for ages 10 and under, and no medals will be awarded.
Home football dates for the Troy Trojans for this season. Saturday, September the 1st, Boise State. Saturday, September the 8th, FAMU. Saturday, September the 29th, Coastal Carolina. Thursday, October the 4th, Georgia State. Saturday, November the 3rd, Louisiana. Saturday, November the 17th, Texas State. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town. This is your Here's your Wopp-Live LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 83. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Over 90 in Liberty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 and 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. Another partly sunny day with a high of 83. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. Have a mostly sunny day with a high of 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Introducing Hardee's $5 All-Star Meals, loaded with satisfying classics. For just $5, you get a charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot dog, and oh yeah, fries, drink, and a fresh baked cookie. Or a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, and what? The fries, drink, cookie thing again? Or hand-breaded tenders, and spoiler alert, fries, drinks, and cookies for dinner.
Oh, and Bobby coming to the Domino tournament.
$5 All-Star Meals. Stop by Hardee's and get yourself one today. Price of participation may vary. Price of iron glass and wine. Excellent.
75s are low this morning. The winds are from the southwest, maybe a mile. The official sunrise at 5:51. The official sunset 7:52. Sunny skies, 82 degrees here at the studios of WOPP. Wow. The thing wasn't coming up with the who all been talking to us today. Sorry about that.
You've got a tough choice to make. Fill up the tank or relieve the national debt. So truck on home and grab a Bud Light enormous SUV guy. Bud Light beer has
Distributed by Ford Beverage Company, Donna Ford, Sam Zipper, and Jim Goody Bruce.
Home Depot presents the Sports Flash on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. Alabama offensive coordinator Brian Dable is...
Well, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what's going on here. Sports Flash, it says birthday list. That's interesting. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go to national news. That'll give me time to check it out, see what in the heck's going on here. And we'll be back with the birthday and anniversary calendar after the news. That sounds interesting? Okay, let's do that. Let me flip a button here. And I reckon we'll flip another button, looks like. There we go. Now let's go to Washington, D.C. and we'll be back with the birthday and anniversary calendar this morning.
Terrorism. President Trump, now in the UK, says that's one of the issues he has discussed in a meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May. Some incredible anti-terrorism things are being done here in conjunction with the United States. Mr. Trump says the U.S.-UK relationship remains strong, although in an earlier media interview, the president slammed May for the way that she has handled Brexit. The BBC's Norman Smith says those remarks could seriously hinder May's attempts to hold her Conservative Party together on Brexit.
Echoes precisely the arguments of Mrs. May's Brexiteer critics, suggesting that she's going the wrong way about the negotiations. That's not how to do a deal, he says. I've spoken to her about it, and deals that take this long are never good deals.
And thousands of anti-Trump protesters have now gathered in central London. Peter Strzok, former FBI counterintelligence agent, who sent anti-Trump text messages, says his personal opinions never influenced his work.
As proof, Strzok said he was one of a very few people that had information on Russian meddling in the election. This information had the potential to derail and quite possibly defeat Mr. Trump. But the thought of expressing that or exposing that information never crossed my mind. Oversight Chairman Drake Gowdy accusing Strzok of having an unusual and self-serving definition of bias. Strzok even talked about impeachment the day special counsel was appointed. That is prejudging guilt. It is prejudging punishment. It is textbook bias. Strzok was removed from his role in the Mueller probe after his text messages were discovered.
Correspondent Wally Hines today. Strzok's associate, former FBI attorney Lisa Page, testifies behind closed doors on Capitol Hill. Dow futures up 24 points. More on these stories. A town hall.
Over the past several years, interest rates have hovered near historic lows, to the point that would-be borrowers have become accustomed to low rates. In mid-June, the Federal Reserve not only raised interest rates, but announced their intentions to raise rates again at least once in 2018. If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today to take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional loan service. Southern Independent Bank, in Op and Andalusia, member FDIC, and Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 462.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with Major League Baseball in the National League yesterday. The Dodgers win again.
The Los Angeles Dodgers moved into sole possession of first place in the National League West with a 3-2 victory over the San Diego Padres. Dodgers starter Ross Stripling threw 6 shutout innings, allowing just 6 hits to improve to 8-2. LA broke a scoreless tie on Padres starter Tyson Ross with a 3-run 7th inning and held off the Padres as Kenley Jensen would pitch a scoreless 9th inning to record his National League leading 26th save. The Dodgers have won 8 of their last 11 games in the month of July. Philip Gahn, San Diego.
And the rest of the National League yesterday, it was Colorado over Arizona 5-1, Pirates 6, Bucks 3, and Washington got the better of the Mets 5-4. In the American League rather, it was the A's over Houston 6-4. Same score, Red Sox down Toronto. The Yankees win 2-7-4 over the Indians. This is SRN Sports.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is over Tuesday through Saturday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until, don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free food Tuesday and Thursday. And we have bar snacks. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
All right, we're going to try that birthday calendar one more time.
Good morning and welcome to the WOPP birthday and anniversary party for Friday the 13th of July 2018, brought to you by your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Let's say good morning and happy birthday to Joyce Hicks. Also, Jacob Hornsby celebrates today. Danielle Baker gets a candle on the cake, as does Desiree Robinson. Tammy Myers, Tommy Kidd, Jennifer Mullen, happy birthday to you. Also, Mackenzie Grace gets a candle today. Brittany Boyd, happy birthday, Brittany. Kathy Kendrick, happy birthday to you. Clarence Richburg, celebrating with another candle on his birthday cake today. Sasha Grissett, also Laura Etheridge, and Grant Glisson getting a birthday calendar. Let's check in with Robert and see who's on his list, and I'll be back with the winner in a moment.
All right. Derek Farmer is 12 years old today. Happy birthday. Desiree Porter is 40 today. Troy Booth with a birthday today. Tommy Kidd is 70 today. Oh, goodness. Tammy Myers is 55 today. Brittany Jackson, 28. Danielle Baker with a birthday. Uh-oh, Danielle, 48. Ratted on you. Cynthia Sasser was 62 today. Scott Lewis is 42. Michael Yelling, one of our former employees, is celebrating a birthday today, and Jacob Hornsby is 35 today. Oh, I believe I believe I've got them all.
The IGA Sweet Shop offers custom cakes handmade to order birthday and anniversary cakes, as well as cakes for other special occasions like teen parties and teen parties. Call in your orders ahead of time at 493-9805. That's at the IGA Sweet Shop inside Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza.
Good. Well.
Happy birthday to you. Happy.
Congratulations and happy birthday to our birthday party winner for the day, Jacob Hornsby. Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you have a great birthday today. And be sure you swing by the radio station during our lobby hours, 6 until 10 in the mornings or 2 until 5 in the afternoons, and grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza, and your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
I want to invite you to
Congratulations.
Baptist Church's Vacation Bible School. It starts this coming Sunday, July the 15th, and continues through Thursday, July the 19th, from 6 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. each night. The theme this year is being amped, fully amped for the Lord Jesus Christ. I encourage you to invite your children, your grandchildren, children you know in your neighborhood to come, ages 4 through 6th grade. It'll be a great time as these children learn about the Lord Jesus Christ. That's July 15th through the 19th. Westview Baptist Church on North Main Street in Opp, and we will be glad to have you. Again, children ages 4 through 6th grade. And that's something to think about. I'm Gary Miller, pastor of Westview.
There's things that my dad used to do when I was growing up. When I walked out the door, he would say, "Do you have gas in the car and a quarter to call if you need me?" Now, it's time to take care of my dad.
At Comfort Care Hospice, we consider it an honor to care for those with life-limiting illness. We care for their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, enhancing their quality of life and your peace of mind. And because we're based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us, day or night. Comfort Care, the right hospice, right here.
Let's say happy birthday and congratulations to our birthday party winner for the day, Jacob Hornsby. Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you have a great birthday today. And don't forget, you do need to come by the radio station during our lobby hours in the morning 6 until 10 or in the afternoon 2 until 5 and grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza and your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
Have you got a small business and it seems like you're taking too much time on your bookwork, paying bills, making payroll, being sure taxes are paid, monthly reports, quarterly reports?
This is Elizabeth Prime with Spurling County.
Let her and her staff do as little or all your bookkeeping. Spurling Accounting can handle the large business or the small business bookkeeping and accounting. Phone Spurling Accounting, 493-3368.
Elizabeth reminds everyone if you haven't filed income tax, you still need to.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, Alabama. Hey folks, we are a total source Husqvarna dealer. We also carry grasshoppers. And we're still power equipment dealer, #1 in the world in handheld equipment. And yes, we carry Honda and VR power now. So folks, if you need outdoor power equipment, JR's Lawnmower Shop is the place. Have I said we will not be undersold? That's all you need for a ticket to come in and buy an item from JR. We will not be undersold, item for item. Hey, and we all about play too. We got them good-looking Yamaha golf carts, easy-go golf carts, new and used. We are your place when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Come see us, folks, and don't forget, we carry the Yeti and the Big Green Egg. JR's Lawnmower Shop located right down here in what used to be called the Cotton Mill Village. Cummins Avenue. Come see us. JR's Lawnmower Shop.
A good leader leads by example and inspires others. He sets the standards and holds his employees to the same. I'm Blake Turman, your candidate for sheriff of Covington County. I've been a leader for many years, and I have what it takes to monitor, supervise, and accomplish the mission of keeping our community safe. I will be an active part of the department by working with my employees. I will listen, take action on their ideas, and enhance their working environment to keep them safe. Vote Blake Turman, your next sheriff of Covington County on July 17th.
Paid political ad by Blake Turman, Andalusia, Alabama.
Here's your weather, LA weather. I'm Ron Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 93. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Over 90 to Liberty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 in 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. Another partly sunny day with a high of 93. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. And a mostly cloudy day with a high of 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, the morning low is 75. The winds, well, they are from the south-southwest, maybe a mile. The official sunrise at 5:51. The official sunset, 7:52. 83 and sunny skies here at the studios of WOPP. Nice having you in with us this morning. Ray Price for the good times. Facebook is probably going to pop something up about the song not being, licensed and all, which it is licensed, but if they do, they'll stop the broadcast. So just telling you. But you can go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. You can go to Ustream too. Go to WOPP website. But anyway, YouTube and type in WOPP Live, and you'll pull it up. And we start there at 6 o'clock each morning. And it's recorded each morning also, so pick out the date you want to check out. But hopefully you'll join and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Subscribe to it, and you'll be able to get it. So anyway, pretty simple. Just go to it and read the instructions, okay? Thank you, Tammy and Effie and Greg watching this morning. Koei, Sandra, lots of folks this morning. We appreciate it. Goodness, Ray Price. Best known for the good times, Crazy Orange, Release Me. Through his career, he had 62 albums. How about that? He was placed into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1966. Wow. Ray Price was born on a farm near the small community of Peach, near the Wood County, Texas. He was 87 when he passed away on a Monday, December the 16th of 2013. In his final message, he said, "I've devoted my life to reaching out to my fans. I appreciate their support all these years, and I'm at peace. I love Jesus, and I'm going to be just fine. Don't worry about me. I'll see you again one day." Hey, one in a life. Ray Price. 16 minutes now past 8 a.m. Nice having you in with us this morning. Frankie Valli, the Four Seasons. Big Girls Don't Cry. I'm going to go ahead and finish this before I get blocked.
Pledging to stand united again.
I don't see anything, so we're going to post it. Girls don't cry.
They don't cry. Who said they don't cry? Maybe I was cruel. I'm such a fool. Silly girl. Shame on you, your mama said. Shame on you, you cried in bed. Shame on you, you told a lie. Big girls do cry. Big girls. They don't cry. That's just an alibi. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big girls
Bringing back some memories there. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Big Girls Don't Cry. One of the best concerts I've ever seen was Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Also, another great concert was Loggins and Messina when they were on the top with Your Mama Don't Dance. What a song for them.
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening rolls around and it's time to go to town, where do you go to rock and roll? The old folks say that you gotta end your day by 10. If you're out on a date and you bring it home late, it's a sin.
On creating our country road guide service. And some of you have asked, Adam, what is Country Roads? Well, to put it simply, it's a website where you can go see all of the DVD collections we've ever created over the past 20 years for one low monthly fee. We thought it'd be a nice way to give you all our content for a really low price, and we even put about 6 hours of free content up there just for checking it out. You will.
You will me and now you come back knocking on my door. I hear you knock, but you keep me. I hear you knocking, go back where you've been. I beg you not to leave, but you said goodbye. And now you come back telling all of lies. I hear you now, what you keep to me. I hear you now, go back where you've been. If you had listened your time ago, you wouldn't be going from door to door. I hear you now, but you keep me. I hear you now, go back where you've been. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. And my honey started blowing on the high line. And the Lord is a woman there all the time. You know, we ain't got something down here, Mississippi Queen. Down to Mississippi, down in New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah.
Well, teenagers, we were thinking about years ago, but it's kind of hard to believe that, you know, it's like this. Yes, it is. Where is Trinidad, Louisiana? About 9 miles from Mississippi. About 2 miles from Sardinia. 9 miles that way. But you're really a big help. 4 miles from Wisconsin. Where? 40 miles away. The reason why they call it pressure wasn't what they like pushing. All right, I'm going to drink the guys.
Gary U.S. Bonds, New Orleans, here on WOPP. Hey, what's cooking at Mizell Memorial Hospital today? Well, for lunch we got fried chicken, mac and cheese, collard greens, blackberry cobbler, tuna, and crackers. And of course, they have the salad bar. They have all the other stuff that you always find at the cafeteria at Mizell Memorial Hospital. And of course, if you need the number for the whole week, want to know what cooking for the whole week, you can call 493-3541. That's the main number. And of course, you call extension 411, and they will then tell you what's cooking. Yeah, it's all recorded, you know that. All right, what else I want to tell you? I want to tell you about a big night over at the American Legion on Highway 29. It is karaoke night. Yeah, they do that tonight and tomorrow night. They'll get started early, you know, when the big DJ gets there. The big man, yeah, he'll get there and he will spin it for you, and of course might do a little singing himself. That's what I've been told. Mike, do you do some singing? DJ Mike will be there by all means, and all the other folks there. So that's on Friday and Saturday night. Now they had the pool tournament on Thursday. I wonder who won last night. American Legion, Highway 29 North. Go by and say hi to Jeannie. Just hug her next. So that hug is from Robert, okay? Opportunity EMS, countywide ambulance service. Quality care with a Christian attitude, and of course 24-hour service. You have to call us. 911 won't call us. Nope. You got to call us. You got to do it. You got to do it or have somebody do it. You have the choice. Choose Opportunity EMS, 493-0911. And it's been documented. Mr. Hayward is not as old as dirt. As much as I thought he was, he is not. Dadgummit, I thought so, but he missed it only a few years. Now, if you don't look like the big dog riding around in town on Friday and Saturday night, I tell you what you can do. You can call Mr. James Witt, 343-6094, and he'll make a deal with you. You can rent that limousine by the hour, and you can, go as much as your pocketbook can afford. See how big dog you are, okay? King Electric, if you need some repairs, even if it's small repairs, right on up to the commercial job, give Bobo a call. 343-6247. Tell you somebody else you need to call. That's gosh, let's back that one up. Brandon Ballard Computer Service. And of course, there's a nice lady that answers the phone 9 o'clock to 6. Thank God there's somebody nice that answers the phone. And we'll get the message to him and make sure he calls you. That number is 493-9737. You know, he's the tech, so he's out and about working on things, and he works strange hours, there's no doubt about that. But, you know, that's all part of the computer business. He's got to learn your business and see what those computers do, you know, and he makes them do what they're supposed to do somehow or another. I ain't figured that one out yet, but he does. And we appreciate old Brandon. Oh, so pretty embroidery, quilting fabrics, located on Highway 52. The phone number is 208-4508, 208-4508. They keep me going. They keep me repaired. Since Miss Wood can't do it no more. She kept me repaired for many, many years, I tell you. Don't delay. Call before it's too late. Anger management. See, it helps me. 493-8888. 493-88. After you had the treatment, you can talk so nice like me. 493-88. So you can calm down when you have anger management. It works. Caroline Country Store 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You heard me right, and 4. That's the Gulf Station there on right across from the motel. They're open 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock. They have kerosene, pump kerosene, only pump on this side of the county. So keep that in mind. They also have the off-road diesel like all the stores do, and the regular gas. They have the regular munchies and all that. Yeah, they got that Hutch pizza. Who knows what else? I think they're going to add some more stuff there. But anyway, I'm not exactly sure what they've added. I was there the other day, but, I didn't have time. I was needing gas. And, of course, they have the one at the county line on 134 where the copper kettle is. It's Friday. Watch out. Carry it home now, be sure. And, of course, they have U-Haul at Carolina Country Store number 1 up 84, and that's where Lee's Kitchen is. Cooking up some lunch already, I bet, after you served breakfast this morning. I tell you another place you need to keep in mind. R&D Auction. Man, there'll be a crowd there tomorrow night at 6:30 when it gets started, where families come together. They should have posted some of the big items today on their Facebook. That's R, the capital letter R, then that symbol for and then D, capital D, auction. All right, pull it up on Facebook and see what they got for tomorrow night. Ronnie Bass and David Calhoun. If you need to get a hold of them, their phone numbers on the Facebook. But 764-3778, if you can remember that, or 343-0196. Now, Coleman Barbecue cooking up. Man, he has a crowd for that Wings Day. And, of course, today's Friday. He'll have the Sunday special posted by Dow, and it will be delicious, as always. And there'll be a homemade dessert there, too, besides the good old country vegetables and all that. You'll find that at Coleman Barbecue. And one other person I need to tell you a little bit about. Harper Appliances. Yep. If you need it fixed, call the Fix It Man. Now, if you guys want it, whatever. I can't say that word. Okay. If you really want it fixed, call the Fix It Man. Commercial, residential, from AC, the heat pumps to the walk-in coolers, freezers. Chris has ice machines for sale or lease. 334-504-1106. And you thought I forgot about J.M. Jackson? I can't forget about J.M. Jackson, man. I couldn't ride without J.M. Jackson. I got to have J.M. Jackson. They let me ride around, and I mean, it's amazing. I never lose my wheels. Nope. Even when they're servicing my vehicle, I have wheels. They keep old Robert rolling, and we appreciate that very much. And of course, they find financing for you, and they sell tires too. You don't have to buy the car from you. They give them a chance on the tires over there too. They are all service. I tell you, they work on just about I think they work on anything, to be honest. So if there's a vehicle problem, go by and check out. I guarantee you, Brock can tell you yes or no, and they'll work with you. And it's unreal. If you want a car dealer that will give you service and keep you in mind and keep you rolling, J.M. Jackson's the place. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick, right across from the airport. Easy to find. I don't know if you were a fan of Pop Goes Country with many years ago. It was a big show for a while, and Jerry Lee Lewis and Mickey Gilley had never performed together at the same time, and this is an audio cut of that.
Wiggly's grand opening at our Andalusia location.
Family pack drumsticks or thighs, 69 cents a pound. USDA chuck roast, $2.99 a pound. Fresh cherries, $1.59 a pound. From our deli bakery, 26 ounce, selected varieties, Cafe Valley cream cake, $3.99. And for your pets, we're your Neutrino feed store at the Piggly Wiggly in Andalusia, next door to the Palace.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump says the war on terror is one of the issues he has discussed in a meeting with British Prime Minister Theresa May. Mr. Trump says the U.S.-UK relationship remains solid, although in an earlier media interview, the president criticized May for the way that she has handled Brexit, and that could complicate efforts by May to hold her Conservative Party together on the Brexit issue. Meanwhile, a big anti-Trump demonstration now underway in central London. Peter Strzok, former FBI counterintelligence agent, who sent anti-Trump text messages as his personal opinions never influenced his work. He said that the other day at a marathon public hearing on Capitol Hill. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 1 point, NASDAQ futures ahead 3.5, S&P futures are flat. More details at srnnews.com.
CCB time is 8:34. Time for you to drop by CCB here and out, meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, and talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth for Dateline Action News, brought to you by Harper Appliances, J.M. Jackson, the Farmers IGA, Power South, CCB Community Bank, Mizell Memorial Hospital, Hardee's, and the Woodmore.
1106 for Harper Appliances for warranty work and most commercial appliances and ice machines. For home or commercial electrical repair or installation, both Harper Appliances. 504-1106. Air conditioning and heat pump repair. At Harper Appliances, we don't just repair, we fix it the right way. Harper Appliances. Phone 504-1106.
A man is charged in the shooting death of a 16-year-old boy. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. Tarrant police say Nathaniel Holder was shot in a vehicle Sunday after what police believe was an argument. 25-year-old Hakeem Gamble was arrested around 4 hours later. Holder was removed from life support Monday afternoon. Authorities say preliminary autopsy results show that a burglary suspect died from a ruptured femoral artery after being apprehended by a dog in Montgomery. The State Bureau of Investigation announced the preliminary finding Wednesday. The incident remains under review. Auburn and North Carolina will meet on the football field to start the 2020 season. The teams will play on September 12th, 2020 in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game in Atlanta. It's one of several early games in Atlanta, including West Virginia, Florida State, and Georgia, Virginia. Auburn and UNC last played in the 2001 Peach Bowl. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
This is Rob Bowers, service manager at J.M. Jackson Buick Chevrolet. At J.M. Jackson, we pride ourselves on providing excellent service after the sale. That is why we're the #1 ranked dealer for customer satisfaction in our region. We provide your vehicle with the highest quality GM parts to help keep your vehicle safe and to help protect your huge investment in an automobile. We have fully factory trained technicians to help diagnose and fix the problem right the first time. So come join us at J.M. Jackson and find out why our sales and service department are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station 1290 WOPP. The Auburn Tigers announcing that they'll be playing the North Carolina Tar Heels to kick off the 2020 season. The game will be played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta as part of the Kickoff Classic, their 4th appearance in that game. The last meeting with the Tar Heels was the 2001 Peach Bowl. The Atlanta Braves home tonight to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks in a 3-game weekend series before the start of the All-Star break. Atlanta's dropped 6 of their last 8. They're a half game behind Philadelphia in the NL East. Annabelle Sanchez getting the start, going up against Zach Godley. SEC Media Days beginning next week in Atlanta. First time the event has been held outside of Birmingham. Alabama with head coach Nick Saban will be speaking on Wednesday. The Auburn Tigers will be meeting the media on Thursday. This Sports Flash is driven by Jeep, and right now you can get 6 months of Apple Music free with the official vehicles of summer from Jeep. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station 1290 WOPP.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston butts $1.18 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks $6.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings $1.88 a pound. Essential everyday milk 1 gallon 2 for $5. Hellman's mayo 30 ounces $2.88. Heinz ketchup 38 ounces $1.99. Casey Masterpiece barbecue sauce 18 ounces 88 cents. Russet all-purpose potatoes 8-pound bag $1.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals
Bucket Truck presents the Race Flash.
Powered by SBA Radio.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced at Kentucky Thursday night. The Buckle Your Truck 225. Ben Rhodes taking the checkered flag. He led 38 of the 150 laps. The NASCAR Monster Energy Series racing at Kentucky Saturday night. The Quaker State 400. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch both with 5 victories on the season. Brad Keselowski with 3 career victories at Kentucky Speedway. The Xfinity Series will be racing at that track tonight, running the Alsco 300. Clint Boyer will honor Ned Jarrett with the paint scheme at Darlington in September. September. It'll commemorate Jarrett's Southern 500 victory in 1965, where he won by 14 laps. It'll be one of many paint schemes for NASCAR's Throwback Weekend. The IndyCar Series racing in Toronto on Sunday. Joseph Newgarden, the defending champion. He currently leads the series with 3 victories. Scott Dixon, however, is the points leader.
That's your Mahindra Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
Annie Troy Schofield, age 61, passed away Tuesday in Mobile. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at the Carolina Cemetery. Danny Troy Schofield, survived by wife Deb Schofield, daughters and son-in-law Melanie Cherie and Alan Smith, Jessica and Travis Golan, Niccolo and Josh Hoffman, sons and daughter-in-law Jonathan and Rachel Williams, Nicholas and Shelby Williams, 12 grandchildren and a great-grandchild, sister and brother-in-law Lisa and Mike Wombles. Andrew Drew Paul Papa, age 26, of Louisville, passed away Monday. Survived by son John Forrest Papa, his parents Patty and Rick Thomason, grandparents Debbie Noweski, Jose Poppy, Artie and Jackie Thompson, and Judy Thompson. Great-grandmothers Joan Shrevey, Alice Weatherspoon, his sister Chesta Franner, Rachel Thomason, Shelby Poppy. Services for Andrew Drew Paul Poppy will be held Saturday at 2 at the K Funeral Home Chapel, Clio. The family will receive friends 30 minutes prior to services at the funeral home. Stephen Pinkard, age 61, of Andalusia, passed away Tuesday at the Troy Medical Center. Funeral services will be held at 2:30 Saturday at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Brantley. Burial will be at the Mount Zion Cemetery. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at the church. Stephen Pinkard is survived by sisters and brother-in-law Faye and Byron Harton, Judy Pinkard, Donna and P.J. McCoy, Sherry and Bill Armour, Kathy Pinkard, brother and sister-in-law Snow and Julie Pinkard.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
Over the years, industries change. Products are created faster and made more durable. This is a sign of the times. But one thing that hasn't changed is your local electric system's commitment to service. Today, that commitment requires sophisticated equipment and state-of-the-art technology to keep pace with change. Our promise of reliable electric service remains strong because we are committed to our customers. That won't ever change.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
CCB's mobile services are really growing. Simply log in with your fingerprint, easily manage your debit cards, make a quick deposit with your smartphone, or capture and pay bills with a click of the camera, and so much more. Accessing your finances has never been faster or easier. Look us up on Instagram or Facebook to see what's new. Just one more way CCB makes your life easier. So come grow with us. CCB Community Bank, serving our community since 1947. Member FDIC.
The Police Department reports Wednesday night at 7:31 p.m. Officers arrested 27-year-old male resident of Sampson in Kinston on a failure to appear warrant. The Police Department reporting 4 in their jail, and the Lucia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department looked in 8, 2 for violation of probation, 1 fugitive from justice, 1 giving false information to an officer, 1 unauthorized use of a vehicle, 1 holding for another agency, 1 failure to appear, 1 filing false information report to a law officer, 9 released, 203 in the Covington County Jail. The World Championship Domino Tournament today and Saturday at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com.
Qualifying has begun for this summer's municipal elections in Andalusia and Opp, when voters will decide 3 seats on the Andalusia Board of Education and 3 seats on the Opp Board of Education. In Andalusia, Dr. David McAlman, David Bryant, and Walter Winch currently hold those seats. Winch has said he will not seek re-election, and former board member Sammy Glover has qualified to run for the position. In Opp, Scotty Short, Walter Burgess, and William Hines are the incumbents. Qualifying ends on July the 17th, and the election will be August the 28th.
The World Championship Domino Tournament at the Guadalupe Fairgrounds in Andalusia. today and Saturday. Not only play and compete, but also the fantastic Domino Sweepstakes win $15,000. For more details, go to worldchampionshipdomino.com. The regular scheduled Andalusia City Council meeting for Tuesday, July the 17th will be moved to Thursday, July the 19th at City Hall. It'll be held at the usual time of 6 p.m. The Opp City Schools announced the Opp Middle School schedules of lockers will be distributed at the following dates. Wednesday, July the 25th, 6th grade, 9 o'clock until 11. 8th grade and football players, 11 o'clock until 1. 7th grade, 1 o'clock until 3. Thursday, July the 26th, 5th grade orientation will be held at the multi-purpose room from 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. Schedules and lockers will be given out during the orientation. The Opp City Board of Education is scheduled to destroy special education records on July the 26th. Records set to be destroyed are those for students born prior to 1991. If you are the parent or former student that receives special education services in the Opp City School District, you may request that your child's records be held for pickup at the Opp City Board of Education. For more information, you may call the Opp Board of Education office, 493-3173. Ribbon cutting for the Country Venue, a bakery and events venue, located at Pop's Place, Highway 84 on Friday, July the 20th at 11 a.m. The general public's invited by Tammy Atkins. Her number is 282-9526. To order your special cupcakes and tea cakes or rent for a venue.
There's a desperate need for volunteers as the Faith Summer Program in Opp. They need anyone who's willing to spend time with kids. We need any volunteers who are willing to talk to the children. Volunteers could be people who are successful or people who have had many difficulties. The program currently has 16 volunteers and 63 students, kindergarten age to high school. The Faith program is held Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Hardin Street Community Center.
The Downtown Redevelopment Authority presents the 4th annual Miss Opp Beauty Pageant.
Due to few entries in the Miss Opp pageant, we have postponed until July the 28th. We are sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused anyone. Please let your friends know about the Miss Opp pageant, July the 28th.
This is open to any woman who is single and never married. Groups range from baby Miss 0 to 24 months to Miss 17 to 21 years. For more information, call Pam Potter at 493-2122.
The Opp Housing Authority and Spectro Care Health Systems presents a back-to-school bash Saturday, August the 4th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., 800 Barnes Street. Fun activities, free school supplies, free haircuts, and more. For more information, phone 1-800-951-4357. To the people who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery on Highway 84 West, a group of concerned citizens who have loved ones buried at Hickory Grove Cemetery have been working for over a year for the maintenance of the cemetery to be taken care of, and working with the city for a legal issue for it to be taken care of. However, an account has been opened at the Southern Independent Bank in the name of Hickory Grove Cemetery Funds for people to help make donations that will help keep the cemetery clean at this time.
So yesterday I was in Walmart and you won't believe what I saw.
Don't tell me it was Kate again.
Yeah, and now I've confirmed that something is going on with her and Brian. They were behind me in the checkout line when I noticed Kate's bruised arm. When I asked her about it, Brian walked up, cut her off, and claimed that they were just playing.
Look, there's Kate now.
You don't have to hide anymore, Kate. I saw Brian hurt you in the store for knocking something off the shelf.
We can get you out of that relationship. Love doesn't have to hurt.
Brought to you by the South Alabama Victim Services Collaborative. Contact your local law enforcement agency for assistance.
Mizell Memorial Hospital Auxiliary is seeking new volunteers. There are many ways you can volunteer at the hospital, from greeting patients and visitors to helping file and enter forms. There's something out there for everyone. For more information regarding the auxiliary, contact the marketing department at Mizell Memorial Hospital at 334-493-5511.
The human brain is a complex network of cells where a stroke can happen. When it does, time lost is brain lost. That's why hospitals in Troy, Opp, Eufaula, Geneva, and Ozark have joined Southeast Alabama Medical Center to build the region's largest stroke network. Using telemedicine, local emergency rooms connect with stroke specialists to start advanced stroke treatment sooner. And if needed, you're transported to the Certified Primary Stroke Center at Southeast Alabama Medical Center. Saving time, saving lives. We're your stroke care network.
That's right, my friend. Enjoy that Hardee's Memphis Barbecue Thick Burger nice and slow. Each bite holds a heap of hickory smoked pulled pork, crispy onions, and tangy barbecue sauce over a 1/3 pound 100% Angus beef patty. Made just how you like it. Yeah, take your time on it. You're in no hurry. The Memphis Barbecue Thick Burger from Hardee's. Going hard at the Hardee's.
Adults, get ready to play some football because the city of Andalusia is starting an adult flag football league. Players must be 18 years of age or older. Games will be played on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beginning Tuesday, August the 7th. Makeup games will be played on weekends, and packages can be picked up at Johnson Park. Registration begins Monday and will continue through July the 25th at Johnson Park Gym. The team entry fee is $250. Games will be 7-on-7 with 14-man roster on an 80 by 40-yard field with 20 minutes halves and 25-second play clock. Metal cleats are not allowed. For more information, call Michael Porrell at 222-3714.
Op Coupleman Society's 2018 Color Trail Run will be Saturday, August 18th at Frank Jackson State Park. Registration will be at 8 a.m. and the race begins at 9. The event will not be timed and there is no age groups. Medals will be awarded to the first 3 males and the first 3 females to cross the finish line. All proceeds will support the need for band instruments for use by the students of Op City schools. Pre-registration is $25 per person and includes a t-shirt. If you register the day of the race, it's $30 per person and t-shirts are limited. Registration deadline is August 3rd. You can register online at www.active.com or registration forms are also available at Mizell Wellness Center. There will be a color fun run after the race for kids. There is no charge for the fun run and it's for ages 10 and under and no medals will be awarded.
Home football dates for the Troy Trojans for this season. Saturday, September the 1st, Boise State. Saturday, September the 8th, FAMU. Saturday, September the 29th, Coastal Carolina. Thursday, October the 4th, Georgia State. Saturday, November the 3rd, Louisiana. Saturday, November the 17th, Texas State. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
This is your hometown. Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Ron Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 93. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms over 90 to Liberty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 in 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. Another partly sunny day with a high of 83. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. Have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 81. Again, the high for today, 93, and that's the latest.
Hey, the morning low is 75. The winds, well, they are from the south-southwest, maybe a mile. The 50. We're going to try that again. The sunrise at 5:51. Now I got it. Sunset at 7:52. Sunny skies, 85 degrees. Here at the studios of WOPB.
Life's about cycles. Most of us were fortunate enough to have people that took extremely good care of us from the time we were born. As the cycle comes around, it's our turn to do the taking care of. Our elders live their lives with independence and class, and the Woodmore wants them to be able to continue their lives as close to normal as possible. But when assistance is needed, the staff is there. Doctor appointments, planning activities, or just being there, all you have to do is ask. So go by for a visit on 331 North, or give the Woodmore a call at 493-2721.
Safety has always been a priority with your local electric system. Safety for our customers and safety for our employees. Electricity is a powerful tool. It lights our homes and fuels.
All right, we're going to end the Facebook Live here. We'll come back right before we do the interview with the sheriff. It makes it easier to pass around and don't have to do any editing. And I'm not very good at editing anyway on this video crap. I got to learn how to do it. So Angela and Terry and Sandra, if you're watching right now, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Back in about 10 minutes. If you want to see the interview with the sheriff.
Church of Christ, and it is so good to be back with you today. Robert, hope and pray that you are blessed. I'm glad to be here to share a few moments in the Word of God. Today we're going to focus on fruit. fruit, you know, like bananas and apples and oranges and stuff. We're going to talk about fruit. In Luke chapter 13 and verse 6, Jesus spoke this parable. He said, a certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came and sought fruit thereon, and found none. Then said he unto the dresser of this vineyard, behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and find none. Cut it down. Why cumbereth it the ground? And he answering said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it and dung it. And if it bear fruit, well. And if not, then after that thou shalt cut it down. God expects his children, you and I as Christians, to be fruitful. Israel produced sour grapes instead of valuable fruit, as we read and learn from Isaiah chapter 5, verses 1 through 7. Israel had not followed in God's ways, and their harvest was not fruitful. Jesus gives us the parable of the sower, being blessed for his productivity. Matthew chapter 13, verses 18 through 23. Jesus speaks of the vine and the branches as individual disciples, as Christians, as a lesson of the necessity of bearing fruit in John 15, verses 1 through 8. And so, since we must produce or perish, what fruit must be produced? You ever thought about that? What fruit must be produced? You see, fruit bearing here is a metaphor, meaning God's people are to develop Christian character and godliness in our lives. Fruit bearing may well be defined as the fruit of the Spirit we read of in Galatians chapter 5. And maybe the adding of the Christian graces to not be unfruitful. 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 5 through 10. You see, bearing fruit in every good work, Colossians 1 and verse 10, and fruit in goodness and righteousness and truth, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 9. We want to produce fruit. We want to grow more and more into the image, into the likeness of Jesus Christ. So, how is such fruit produced? Well, fruit is not produced unless one is committed to the task of planting and cultivating and harvesting. And that involves prayer. Prayer is a prerequisite. God provides the soil, the seed, the sunshine, the rain. God can help us to produce as well if we'll pray and commit ourselves to faith and trust in Him. Bible knowledge. Bible knowledge is a must for producing fruit. Feasting on the milk of the Word of God and the bread of life, and it enables us to grow as Christians. In 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2, Peter says, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the Word, that you may grow thereby. Active and aggressive work is necessary for the farmer to make a crop. The soil must be ready, the right seed planted, and the harvest must be made in order to have fruit. And just so in the Christian, we must commit ourselves to prayer, to Bible study, so that we can grow in our knowledge and work in order to increase and produce fruit. So don't be discouraged if fruit's not produced overnight. Sometimes the farmer will need maybe to replant. Sometimes the crop will not grow in certain fields. Beginning farmers do not always have the best yields. Some fruit trees will take years to produce. But fruit is our hope in the vineyard of the Lord. Seed must have time to grow and mature. Some seed will not grow. Other seed may wait longer to produce. So as Christians, we must be patient and wait for the harvest. And remember this, a tree is known by its fruit. Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 through 20. What kind of fruit are you producing? What are you going to do about it? Paul said, I planted, Apollos watered, and God gave the increase. But remember this, my friends. We're either fruit bearers or we will be cut down and cast into the fire. My friend, are you producing fruit? Are you abiding in the vine? Are we connected to the vine? Are we living the life God would have us to live? Are we committed to the spiritual, eternal things of God? We want to encourage you to be with us here at the Opp Church of Christ. Sunday morning we begin at 9:30 with Bible classes for all ages. Sunday morning worship is at 10:30, and our Sunday evening worship is at 5 o'clock. On Wednesday nights we meet at 6 o'clock for Bible study, for fellowship. Just a great time. A wonderful opportunity. We want you to come and be with us here at the Opp Church of Christ and join our family. Be a part of God's family here with us. May God bless you.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.18 a pound. USDA T-bone steaks, $6.99 a pound. Fresh fryer wings, $1.88 a pound. Totino's pizzas, 10 ounces, 99 cents. Purex laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Charmin bathroom tissue, 6 mega rolls, $5.99. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, $1.99.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Let's say happy birthday and congratulations to our birthday party winner for the day, Jacob Hornsby. Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you have a great birthday today. And don't forget, you do need to come by the radio station during our lobby hours in the morning 6 until 10 or in the afternoon 2 until 5 and grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza and your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
Over the years, your local electric system has made many changes. We've upgraded our equipment, we've enhanced our safety programs, and we've grown with the community. One thing we can't change is the weather. But no matter how nasty the weather gets, summer, winter, spring, or fall, we won't change our commitment to service. We are always nearby, providing the same quality of service you have come to rely on. That won't ever change.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
2 out last of the ninth, bases loaded. Here's Santos. He's 0 for 4 today. .269 hitter for the year.
We could be going into extra innings here.
I agree. Here's the pitch to Santos. Fastball hit in the air, deep down the left field line. It's headed toward the pole. That ball is...
Please deposit 25 cents for the next 3 minutes.
Radio. You shouldn't have to pay for it. This message brought to you by America's 13,000 local radio stations who believe some things were just meant to be free.
WOPP, your community radio station.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For Friday the 13th, we'll have mostly sunny skies and a high of 83. There's a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Overnight in DeParty County with a low of 74. There's a 5 and 10 chance for rain and thunder shower activity Saturday. Another partly sunny day with a high of 83. There's a good chance for shower and storm activity Saturday evening. Overnight we'll have mostly cloudy skies at a low of 74. Showers and storms are likely Sunday. Have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 81. Again, a high for today, 93, and that's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Come by and see Jerry Booth and Nikki Roberts
At the Service Agency 306 North Main Street next to Spurlin Accounting.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Dennis Meeks, your sheriff. Let me say it is a pleasure and honor for me to serve as your sheriff. Many of you will remember the problems that plagued the sheriff's office when I was elected 12 years ago. But over the past 12 years, the staff at the Covington County Sheriff's Office, along with myself, have worked hard and have made many changes that has made the Sheriff's Office one that the citizens of this county can be proud of. After all, it's your office. Ladies and gentlemen, I work for you, and I'm asking that you let me continue working for you and using my experience to improve the Sheriff's Office and keep it moving forward. Don't allow lack of experience and knowledge of the Sheriff's Office and jail cause it to go backwards to where it was 12 years ago. I humbly ask that on Tuesday, July 17th, You return to the polls and vote Dennis Meeks as your sheriff of Covington County.
Paid political ad paid for by friends to re-elect Dennis Meeks, Sheriff, Covington County, Andalusia, Alabama.
That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave me, you know it's a lie. 'Cause that'll be the day when I'm gone. That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave me, you know it's a lie. 'Cause that'll be the day when I'm gone.
Come on around, all the way around. YouTube is live, and I'm about to go live with Facebook. YouTube's live up there. It's live now. Just get it live.
I'll bet put all my stuff on up there.
Lower your mic just a little bit so your face will show a little bit better. There you go.
There we go.
Normally I don't give a crap, but this one will be watched. I know. Above it's live now, so we're getting ready to put Dennis on the air. We're Facebooking live now, and of course it will be recorded and playback numerous times. All right, get ready for us. We are licensed by ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, all music license. Copyright Authority, and if you need a copy of our license, email us wopp@wopp.com, and we will supply it. Whew. I like to say I so do that every time. Now, when we started. Oh, that'll be the day, and that'll be the day we talk to the sheriff. That'll be the day. Good morning, Dennis.
Tuesday will be the day.
The Tuesday's the day. Is that the day you've been driving for?
Next Tuesday will be the day.
Woo, it's been a long drive, hasn't it?
It has, since January the 8th. It's been a long time.
And thank goodness there's no November candidate.
Yeah.
Lord, it would be long, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you know, my first run, my first run. You know, we had to do that.
Yeah, as a Democrat.
I had to go to all the way to November. That was pretty tough.
The strange thing when it's over with now, it's such a long term before the actual term starts. I mean, you're talking about several months.
Mid-January.
Yeah.
So you're talking.
But now November's quick. I mean, wow. If you have the election in November, then you take office within a reasonable time.
Right.
But with no Democrats, it's over with.
Yeah, but the new term won't start till mid-January. You know, of 19.
Right. You already got the budget up for the year? Or about to?
We should be getting worksheets, I would say, within the next week or so. And we'll start putting the budget together for next year. You know, got to do a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's involved. You know, for over the next 2.5, 3 months. You know, prior to it being approved in October.
Now you got elected officials. Are you planning? I mean, you got to make plans that you are the sheriff for 4 more years. Is that what you think?
Right. You know, I mean, you know, the sheriff's office, the jail. Hey, look, you know, that don't belong to me. That belongs to the
public.
So we regardless of the outcome, we still have to work on that budget, get that budget prepared for the sheriff's office and the jail to continue running
for the next 4 years.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, for the next year.
Well, but you still got 4 years in your mind. I know that because you have to think that way.
Right.
And things that change. That's just like the governor just now took gave an order the other day on the food stuff, and you still got to find out all the rules and regulations on that, haven't you?
Well, yeah, I really don't want to jump off too deep into that
She did a proposal. She.
It's a proposal.
Yeah, because the law is the law, and only the legislature can either make new law, amend the law, or whatever.
So it has not been changed yet.
No. There's a proposal out there, but the legislature's one. He's the only one who can change the law.
So you're still responsible to make sure they get food.
Absolutely, and look, and you know, let me go ahead and say this.
Sure.
No sheriff in Covington County wants to run a restaurant. You know, so we don't care if somebody else takes it over. You know, I mean, if the county wants to take it over,
fine.
It's great. It's great. So you know, we're just kind of waiting to see how, you know, and we are talking with the Sheriff's Association as a whole.
Oh yeah.
You know, with other folk, how can we resolve this?
Oh yeah.
Because it's not that we wanted to start with.
Never did want
it. We inherit it. As a sheriff, you inherit it, and so you just have to do with it, you know, as you can. So, but you know, that's hopefully there's some changes coming down the road, because you know we don't want to deal with it anyway. We're elected sheriffs. We're not elected to run restaurants.
And what's got everybody confused, they hear about this sheriff that buys a place at the beach. But the thing is, people don't know that when you took office, you had to automatically borrow $40,000 to feed them.
That's correct.
And you're responsible for it. You are responsible for it.
That's correct.
You are responsible for that debt.
The sheriffs are
not the county.
You're right. The sheriffs are personally responsible. So
wow,
you know, it goes back to this proposal that the governor put out. If she said she wanted that money to go to a government agency, okay, so where does that leave us?
Who still operates it? Who operates it still?
Because the law says we are personally responsible. So you know, there's a lot to be discussed and a lot to be ironed out.
Okay.
But yeah, we're hoping that they can get it fixed to where, you know, it's not stuck on our backs.
All the sheriffs like to be able to food business. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you know, all the sheriffs are with that.
I can see where they might create another division in the county commission. I mean, with that how they somebody over the jails for y'all, and y'all.
Absolutely.
But you still got to have the law officers and all to operate it.
Right.
The jail.
Yes.
Yes. New electronics and cameras and all that has helped law officers in the jail business, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we had a situation just the other day, and we went back and pulled the video on that, and we was able to see exactly what happened. So, oh yeah.
Like to encourage merchants and everybody to get videos. That helps y'all too, don't it?
Who's that? I'm sorry.
The merchants. The merchants need to have videos in the parking lot. It helps tremendously, don't it?
It does. You know, and we still have some that you know, don't have cameras up, but yeah, if merchants would you know, just invest in a good camera system. You know, if something happens, you know, picture's worth 1,000 words, I say.
It's too cheap almost nowadays not to do it, and also it offsets on your insurance.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure the insurance factor, you know, would kick in to save you some money. But yeah, as far as the cost of it, it's very reasonable. Yeah. There's almost no excuse for not having it.
If nothing but the old camera that you use for your deer hunting and all that, that's better than nothing, isn't it?
Well, you know, I mean, even a good recording camera system. I mean, that's nothing. You know, I mean, it's very, very, very reasonable now. So.
And you can nowadays, right now, I'm looking at our website. That camera goes all the time, 24/7. I know what's going on in this control room, 24/7.
That's right.
I mean, it's so simple to do nowadays.
Yeah.
It's got to be simple for me to do it. I love the electronic world that we're in, but it's been a little struggle for somebody like me.
Well, it probably would be. Me too. That's why if I need something, I'll usually call my daughter.
I don't blame you there. You know, let's go back. You got in law enforcement, and you know, you put on your belt and all that kind of stuff, and you put your badge on, and that's about it. But boy, now you got to put on the cameras, you got to put on the safety vest. I mean, it's like getting armed to go to war.
Yeah, these guys now, you know, they're loaded down, you know, pretty good. I saw one the other day, you know, and you know, and I'm just thinking, man, you know, that's a lot more gear, you know, than we, you know, wore back in the day. But you know, times change, and you better keep up with them and roll with them.
Safety factor.
Absolutely.
When that officer goes on a call, he doesn't know what he's getting into, does he? Really?
Sure don't.
They might say a burglary. They might say family disturbance, but the other things may be going on too, haven't they?
Well, you know, you never know. You know, especially on domestics.
Oh.
And you know, and I tell my guys, you know, don't go to a domestic alone. You know,
you always get back up.
Yourself. You know, make sure that you got somebody with you when you roll up. So.
You know, I've been around you law officers for all my broadcasting career, and you know, you go to a domestic, and the husband and wife is fighting, and you try to do something to the husband, and the wife will turn on you. 90% of the time.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, back in the mid-90s when I was in investigations, myself and another officer went to a home and just that scenario, and as we were arresting him, she came outside and jumped on, not me, but she did jump on the other officer. And so, you know, we wound up taking both of them to jail, but it was just kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know, that she called, we get there, going to arrest him, and then she turns. So.
But I've heard that many times.
It does. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
You know, be prepared, be trained, be prepared.
All right, in the news, needless to say, and I know you're on board for it, more officers in schools, as long as we can find some ways to finance it.
Yeah, and I've already been in some discussions with that, and I'm looking at a way that I think that may be possible, because for sure, you know, I need two for sure right now, and so I am looking at a strong possibility of how we'll be able to do that.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, and then another thing, these officers won't be the road patrol officers. They got to be trained a little bit how to deal with kids and all that.
Yeah. You know, and just like our guys now, excuse me, they are members of NAT, what we call NASRA, National Association of School Resource Officers. They get training in areas that are specific to schools and to students. So yeah, you know, of course, they're certified law enforcement officers.
Oh, sure.
You know, they have to be, but yeah, they get specialized training in that area. Also, you know, now they have to have as a officer, certified officer. You know, they have to get 12 hours mandatory training a year, but we kind of go above and beyond that. You know. And they get other training through NASRA.
It almost has to be a calling to want to work around them kids.
Yeah, you know,
it really does.
And I tell you what, every resource officer that we've got, I mean, it's. I guess it is. I mean, because you can just see them work and interact, you know, with the administration and the kids, and it's just like, man, that, you know, they're in their element, you know.
And some of the kids, the resource officer may be the only adult interaction they have.
In very many cases, very many cases, you're right. And, you know, that's the only, as you say, adult. No, well, not just adult interaction, but positive adult interaction.
Yeah,
that they have.
that's a better term. Yeah, yeah. So they get to know a lot about the family, don't they?
Right. You know, and lots of times that officer interacting with those kids helps turn their thought process. Because when they're at home and they see some of the stuff that's going on at home, or talk that goes on at home, you know, that they want to lean toward us being the bad guys. So with those resource officers interacting with them, you know, at school and showing them that the positive side of what we do, you know, it helps turn their thought process.
I think resource officers in school, and right now the policemen are doing this video singing and all that on Facebook, and that's turning the kids on. I think it's helping kids. You know, at one time kids just backed off with an officer or something like that, but like today, you had one want to hug you.
Yeah, I did. Highlight on my day. Highlight on my day. Sure was. Sure was.
But it's more that I think that's happening more now. I think the kids are learning to appreciate the officers.
Yeah, and I was glad to see Miss Sherry and have a picture made with her.
Yeah. Hey, now you were out and about last night with Martin McDaniel and all them folks. So they all been a lot of op folks in Andalusia.
There was. We saw a lot of op folks. Was over at Andalusia last night. At Springdale, the Chamber of Commerce is one of the hosts of July Jams. You know, every Thursday night in the month of July, you know, they have concerts over there. I think that was probably the largest crowd that I have ever seen over there. But you know, it's just a good time. There were people from all over the county, well, and out of county. You know, I met some folks from McKenzie. You know, they had come down, but people from all over the county. You know, they had vendors over there. Got my little ice cream. But yeah, it was a good time, and got to visit with a lot of folks.
Yeah. Events like that makes campaign a little bit easier.
Well, it does, because they come, you know, I guess they come, not necessarily come to you, but you do have a lot of people corralled up at one time.
Now, I know that since the first round, you've been doing a lot of one-on-one campaigning, contacting people one-on-one.
Well, I did a lot of one-on-one for the first round too. But you know, you just continue it, because there's no way that you're going to get around the whole county. You know, to see everybody. I wish we could, but you know, and we've been working hard at it. Very hard at trying to get around to see and talk with as many people as we can, and let them know, hey, you know, I enjoy what I do. I love the sheriff's office. I love Covington County, and I want to, you know, continue being the sheriff. So hey, you know, if I hadn't gotten around to see you, I'd love to ask you for your vote support right now.
When you're out talking to them, what is their main concerns right now? What are they keep bringing up to you?
I guess one of the things would be, you know, just the burglaries and things throughout the county. But you know, and you know, we really work hard at it. But you know, it's not just in the county. I mean, it's in Opp, it's in Andalusia. It's in Covington County. It's all. It's in other counties. It kind of goes back to the camera system, you know.
And that's caught several here lately. Them cameras have caught several here lately.
It has. Yeah. So you know, it's, you know, we was talking about the merchants a while ago. You know, getting camera systems. You know, you can get them for your home now, and it's very. Well, I'd say very inexpensive. for what you get, it is inexpensive, and it really helps us when we have those break-ins. If we can get, most of the time, if we can get a video or a still shot of somebody, most of the time we can get them identified.
Just put it on Facebook.
That's right. Absolutely.
There's a Facebook about burglary and stuff on now. I don't even remember what company kind of, but they are doing a good job, and everybody's patrolling it does a good job taking crap off, and a thing like that does help, doesn't it?
It does. It sure does. I mean, it's helped us. I mean, there was a gentleman a couple of weeks ago, and the merchant had video, and it caught an image of the guy, an image of his vehicle, and I mean, as soon as it hit, immediately we had calls. Hey, this is who this is.
Sure.
And well, actually, it wound up being an Andalusia case. Was not our case. Let me let me clarify that. It was an Andalusia case. The guy did live in the county, but it was an Andalusia case.
And y'all do overlap a lot. I mean,
sure.
You got to.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, in the news right now, that the church burglary is going on in Coffee County, Geneva, that way. One church had video. That one church got him, but he 6 or 7 churches. Well, only one had video. So does that tell you what you need to do?
Yeah.
If all of them.
That's right.
If the first one had video, probably wouldn't have got the others.
Exactly right.
So,
well, and one of my investigators just told me yesterday he was helping Geneva County with recover some stolen property, and they happened to come across a vehicle, just kind of out in the woods. Kind of find out the gentleman who the vehicle came back to has been missing since July 7th, I think. So, but that's from I believe that's from Coffee County.
I believe we posted it too.
So
they asked for it to be posted. And we did.
So and I just found out about that last night. So I had a chance this morning to kind of get caught up on that and see where that's at. But that's actually going to wind up being out of Coffee. But we will probably be assisting on that.
Sure. I would see where y'all get called to assist in Kinston area a lot too, because we're so close to each other.
Oh yeah.
And Enterprise is so far from Kinston and Elba.
Yeah, Coffee County, Geneva County. We've been called Crenshaw.
Brantley, I bet you back them up at times.
We do. We've I'm trying to think back, maybe in the springtime, they had a hostage situation up in the Brantley area, and went up and assisted with that.
Sure.
And luckily that turned out well.
Yeah.
But we have mutual aid with all the counties throughout the state.
How many officers do you have?
Certified 26.
So it's almost an industry itself.
26.
And then you got resource officers.
Well, now.
Okay.
That's all together.
Okay.
So we have road patrols. We have 2 assigned to drug task force. We have 4 school resource officers. 3 at the courthouse. 26 at the jail.
Oh wow.
So, and then we have our office staff. So all total, we are running around 54, somewhere in that neighborhood, 55.
And it takes every one of them,
doesn't it? It does. and then some if we can get them.
I think the last time you said you'd like to have 2 to 4 more would be nice. 2 you could live with, and 4 you'd be like a dream.
One more patrol officer per shift.
Yeah.
Another investigator would be nice.
Yeah.
But we Covey County, just like every other county throughout the state, and every state throughout the the country. You know, you have a budget that you have to operate on.
Sure.
And you know, well, as far as that goes, I guess every household is under a budget. You know?
They better
I
be.
mean, you have so much. You have a certain amount of money that comes into your household, and with that, you have necessities that you have to take care of, and then. You know, you can't live above your means.
No.
And the same thing with the sheriff's office. You know, we have we do not have an unlimited budget that they give us. You know, we have a budget that we have to stay
within it.
Yeah, just like anything else. So.
The crime lab, which is run by the state, it really needs funding, and we need another one in this area, don't we?
Wow.
That backlog, y'all.
Oh, big time. Big time. You know,
that's the biggest problem in the court system right now, isn't
it?
Yeah. Crime lab.
It is. You know, there used to be one over in Dothan, and they closed.
Oh yeah, that was a great one.
And that was where we took our stuff. Now, just about everything, well, in this southern area, goes to Montgomery. So it just really backs them up. You know, matter of fact, we've got 2 cases right now that we're working on, and we are 99% sure that we know who the suspect is. But in both of those cases, we have stuff at forensic science that we're waiting for it to come back that will just kind of be that last little piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And lots of times, that's what you have to do. Not that we want to sit here and wait on. Sometimes we get very impatient. I know people in the county get impatient. They wonder, well, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? Well, when we go to grand jury, when we go to court, we want it right the first time. We don't want to go in half-stepping and then either lose our case get thrown out, or not have enough evidence really to present it. So sometimes it takes a little time, but we want it right when it goes to court.
Is the normal backlog about 2 years on the crime lab now? It was at one time. Or have they gotten it better?
Well,
I hope they got it better.
With narcotics, it was. We have, I would say, the criminal side of it, like what we've got up there now, could be 6 months.
A little bit faster.
We're hoping. We've actually got one that we have really asked them and begged them, hey, can you really kind of push us through? And so we're hoping to get that one back for sure, a little quicker. But it's based on what it is and as to what their backlog are. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's a shame we don't have one connected with LVW. Where we would do it, but we're also training them too. Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be neat? Be like a dream.
Yeah. Even Troy, LBW or Troy.
Yeah.
Either one. It would be good because people going into
have the actual lab there, but also training the students too at the same time.
Be good.
Ooh, that's a dream, man.
That would be good.
I know both them presidents in colleges. You reckon that bug in the air?
Yeah, maybe so.
I'd rather see that than a new building, hadn't you?
Absolutely.
unless it's a new building for a crime lab.
Hey, it would sure help us out.
That's probably the biggest dream for all of you sheriffs through the county, through the state right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It would sure help you tremendously.
Yep.
And it would help the court system too.
Well, yeah, it would help clear the docket on that. Sure.
Wow, that's amazing.
That everything comes back to funding and funding the budget. So that's what drives everything is the financial aspect of it.
Now, being the sheriff, your family is out front too. And they have to adapt that you're the sheriff, and they have to understand that the public sometimes are not nice. That's pretty tough on them, isn't
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And
you raise your children being the sheriff.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, they have done very well because there has been some times that there's been some people that was not nice that wanted to say some things that was very hurtful. But let me tell you, I'm very proud of my family. I love them, and I'm very proud of how they have taken the high road on some stuff and have not responded to a bunch of junk. Let me just put it like that.
Oh yeah.
A bunch
Oh
of
yeah.
junk. They've really taken the high road and just kept their focus of what we're doing and have really shown their character throughout.
And it takes the support of your family, don't it?
Every bit of it. You better believe it. And look, I am very fortunate that my whole family has been behind me the whole time, and they have really stepped up and stood behind me. Sometimes they have to grab me by the arms and hold me up. But,
I know you got a wife that does that for you, buddy.
She does. I tell you what, I don't know what I would do without her. You know, she has been a part of the sheriff's office for over 20 years, just like I have. She has been right there with me when not just through the good stuff, but through the bad stuff. She has been at the hospital with me when when we had officers killed. She would be right there with the wives and taking care of that end of it. And she has gone way above and beyond the call of duty. I can tell you that.
You got a dad that everybody knows, Johnny Meeks. he hadn't been. He's had a little. He's been out missing action a little bit this time, but boy, he still gets around, don't he?
He does. He told me the other day, I hate I haven't been able to get out there. I said, well, it's okay. You're only 89, so we're going to let you slide on this one. But,
he loves it, though.
He does. He does. But now he's been out when he is out and seeing folks. And man, he puts those plugs in. He gets those plugs in, but he's 89, and I told him that it's okay if he slows down just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Don't ride the motorcycle every day.
Not every day. God bless his heart.
Who'd ever thought he'd got into motorcycles?
Wow. Yeah.
And he's after he retired before he really got into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was.
Yeah. That's an amazing guy.
Bet he is.
Yeah. Of course, you had an amazing mother that everybody knew at the service agency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody said Miss Wheater. Yeah.
Yeah. She was there for about 42 years. We miss her and loved her. She was very special, and a lot of people that during the campaign that that they say, yeah, I remember. Remember your mom up at service agency. I said, yeah, if you lived in op, you knew her.
There's no doubt about that at all, buddy. All right, we're getting close to the end of the interview, so I like to do this every time. Of course, everybody in Hop knows we're cousins. We make no well, that's the way it is. But if I was at downtown and you didn't know me, and you're out there shaking hands, what are you going to shake my hand and tell me to do?
I'm going to shake your hand and say, Robert, July the 17th, I would certainly appreciate you letting me continue to be your sheriff. I've been with the sheriff's office now for over 20 years, 12 years of that as sheriff. And I tell you, me and let me tell you this real quick.
Okay.
Me and somebody, we were talking the other day, and we were talking about the different aspects of municipal law enforcement, county law enforcement, state law enforcement. It takes
Federal.
all of them working together, but each one of them has their own area, I guess you'll say area of law enforcement that they work, and this is what they do, and it takes all of that coming together to make things work the way they should.
Sure.
And I told him, I said, we were talking about different things, and I said, well, I said, let me ask you this. I said, I'll ask you. Everybody has a general practitioner, a doctor that they go see for whatever, your colds and your sniffles or whatever. And I said, but if you had a heart condition, say you had to have open heart surgery, who would you want doing your open heart surgery?
Specialist.
Would you want your general practitioner who has never done an open heart surgery? Or would you want to go to somebody who has been doing open heart surgery for over 20 years that does it every day and knows what they're doing? That's kind of what I'm getting out now. I have been with the sheriff's office and worked within the sheriff's office for over 20 years. I know the sheriff's office. I know what needs to be done, and I would also ask the people of Covington County to think back where we were 12 years ago. Where was the sheriff's office 12 years ago? Take a look at what we've done over 12 years. Where are we at now? And I would just ask that they let me continue to work for them. And continue to move the sheriff's office forward. Hey, but things are constantly changing.
Sure.
You have to stay with the changes. You have to roll with the changes. And of course, there's stuff that I still want to do. There's areas that we still need to work in. And you constantly work to improve. You get something to say, we're going to use the word fixed, but I don't know that anything is ever fixed because things are always changing.
Right.
But you don't get something done and then just stop.
Right.
Because you give it 6, 8 months or maybe a year, something's going to be changed, and so you have to come back and redo it. So it's a constant work and constant challenge, and but with my experience in the sheriff's office and again being the only candidate that's worked in every division within the sheriff's office, I think my experience within the sheriff's office gives me the confidence and the ability to continue to move the sheriff's office forward.
Well, Dennis, we wish you the best Tuesday about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in that area. About 8:30, we'll know results on it.
Yeah, if we don't, we're going to be real close. But yeah, again, let me remind folks. Not only would I really appreciate them going out and voting for me on Tuesday, I would like to.
You can vote.
You can still vote in runoff.
That's a good idea. I'm glad you brought that up. Glad you did that. People,
and I would appreciate you voting for Sheriff Meek. I will.
But I'm sure you, like me, you got somebody else do some of it.
Let me tell you something I bet you didn't know. One of the things that we worked hard
Let me do this right here. Hang on. End.